Start.
About to start.
Woo!
All right, I'm gonna head on. Okay.
Uh,
All right. I'm gonna log on.
uh,
All right.
what's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Woo! I think I might need to go in on this shit. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing today, folks? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We're gonna have to talk about some of this good old fashioned bullshit I've been listening to. And this shit has literally troubled me on a fundamental scale. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. A lot of you chicks are jealous of younger women. There, I said it. A lot of you chicks are jealous of younger women. You want women who are younger age to deal with men who cannot take care of them, but yet everywhere around the world, you're going to see a 21-year-old woman marrying a 35-year-old guy. I literally put a post up on Facebook, and you can actually hear the hatred, the jealousy, the vitriol.
Yes, Charles, can you hear me good?
That these I can hear you.
All right.
That these females come up on Facebook talking about she's a child. When the fuck at any time has 19 ever been a child? I joined the army at 17. Before I could smoke or drink in my own country, I could kill or die for it. But she is actually of legal marrying age. For example, in the state of Maryland, the age of consent is 16. George Fraser, woo. Julius Minor, woo. Chaos already up, woo.
I
Cortez
feel like
Smith.
I feel like playing some music before we get this started, but let me see if I could keep talking a little bit because we're gonna have to play something,
Yeah,
man.
we gotta have to play. We gotta have to play my little theme song, man.
Yeah,
Play that
let's
little
get.
jazzy ass song, man. Because
Yeah,
this shit got me. This shit got me mad, man. A lot of these females out here have these little hypocritical viewpoints of a young black woman who looks better, who's in better shape. She doesn't have the fucking bodies that these women actually obtain through their sexual conquest, or shall I say, the sexual conquest of them. She doesn't have any kids. She's still youthful. She's still fertile. I bet you when Marcus can actually say, "Hey, let's have a kid," she can actually do it. Do you think she's gonna be out of shape anytime soon? No.
mhm,
Fuck no.
and you fucking pay. You think he does that?
Exactly. These are the same women. My man Cortez Smith said these same women be 40 out here fucking 19-year-olds. Guess what? Jada Pinkett was fucking with fucking August while he was fucking 18, 19, 20. But how many of these women applauded that? What's up? Gotta love the crickets in the background. See, even the crickets know bullshit when they hear it. See, you have to go through big understanding that I wonder about these older women, these 30, 35, past 35 and over women who are so jealous of women, of younger women, that they want to make you really want your child to be with a like really. She's supposed to say no to a guy like Marcus Houston who has millions of dollars in the bank. But you want him to have but you want her to have some struggle love, Negro, just like you. I swear to God, man, like I'm trying myself not to say some misogynistic shit, but it's not going to be misogynistic if it's true. And you wonder why men don't respect the opinions of women. Y'all talk about y'all want a 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure nigga, but you expect them to be the same age as you. No, doesn't work that way. That's impossible. You had all these women having, I mean, I'll give credit to where credit due. You had about 2 or 3 women out of the 20 something who had something positive to say. They, even those women who I had to give the utmost respect to, admitted all of us dated older men at some point. See, let's tell the let's tell the ugly truth about something. The ugly truth.
And Charles, I'm gonna pull up your page on Facebook and just let people read it for themselves to see the response. You know, in a little bit. But go on, bro. We listening.
Let's tell the ugly truth. I went to high school. I went to Lake Clifton. How many of these chicks were in the 10th grade where you're approximately what, 15, 16?
Mm-hmm. And
15,
they fucking
16.
older dudes. Yeah.
How many of these girls had boyfriends who were 20, 21, 22, 23, 24?
I know one that had a boyfriend that was just touching 30.
Exactly.
And mind you, she got knocked up before she finished high school by the same dude. So I'm not sure what was the complaint here, to be honest with you.
You know what the complaint is? I'm going to tell you the deep, dirty secret.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't get a Marcus Houston at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think do you think these little you really think these little hypocritical bitches would actually fucking say no to a Marcus Houston at 19? What's the old saying black people used to like to say at church? The devil's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
You're all mad because you fucked up your life. You had children out of wedlock. I asked one of the females I graduated from high school with. I said, let me ask you something. How long you been married? 4 years. How old are your children? Well, they're older than 4. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had all my fun at 19. Translation. I had more bodies than Arlington National Cemetery. I had to marry a simp. I had to marry a fat simp who first of all, he meets me because I'm 5'4" and 190 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Because trust me, she couldn't get a Charles Faulkner Jr. when she was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You really think you're going to be able to get a Charles Faulkner Jr. guy out of high school with 3 kids and your dopey looking husband? I'm sorry. I'm going to be a better man. I don't have nothing against her husband, but guess what? The guy was not, you and your husband actually match. Low tier. But I guess her husband's a good guy, so I'm not going to pick up on him. But let's face it, you got 3 kids, and I really strongly doubt if it's by him. At least maybe the youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, What's the net worth of Marcus Houston?
That's an excellent question. I never checked this man's network. I'm about to do it now. So as y'all wait, prepare yourself. Please like and share this stream. Oh yeah, and an hour and a half ago, it was Michael Jackson's 62 birthday. King of Pop.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah. All right, so let me type Marcus Houston.
Still feeling the big blow from, Chadwick Boseman dying.
Yeah, Marcus. Okay.
I'm still waiting for some of these negative fucking people. I'm daring them to talk negative about a man who said, I'm going to work for my family and leave them something even though I'm dying. When you found him thin, y'all didn't realize the man was dying? Well, that's for another show.
Mm.
That was earlier, and I might do another show on that one.
Okay. Hey,
but we're going to stay on.
Marcus' birthday was this month, too. This month. It was like the 4th of August, so he just turned 39 and got married 39. So both him and his wife are 20 years apart. Let's see. All right, let me check see if I can find his network. Oh, here it is, network. Okay.
That's saying 5 million.
Yeah. Yep, 5 million. Correct. Network is you can see it from my end? I don't know if I'm sharing my screen.
No, they posted it in the chat. So you're telling me. You're telling me, right?
That's a good start. Yeah.
You're telling me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Peep this. Those chicks who had every little negative piece of shit to say, what's their husband's net worth? Zero, because their husband doesn't exist.
Oh. Damn, that hurts, bro. That hurts.
Yeah. So does getting kicked in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
What we have here is a contradicting view. And shout out to my man, Jason Lee. Probably one of the most intelligent and profound men I know, walking terra firma. He said it best. He said, you know what it really boils down to is that he's coming at her from a position of power, and none of those chicks like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of he's in a position of power, he's way more established, so she has to submit to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the fact that if you take a look at the young lady, she's bad.
Mm-hmm.
She is freaking amazing. She's at least a bona fide 9. These chicks,
I would give her a high 9. I would say 10, but I didn't really see the whole body. But she's up there.
Well, from the wedding dress, she might be a 10. And here's the problem. Here's the problem. The chicks who complain about her, the only time they see 9 is when they're ordering from the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
You got these chicks who can't even. I mean, when you wear sweatpants looking like the black version of Roseanne, I'm like, Jesus Christ, lady, do you ever wear something that's flattering? Oh, you can't because your midriff drifts too far. Oh, so you're gonna hate. Well, nobody yet. I mean, Chadwick Boseman's been getting some love, but I know somebody's going to talk about. I know somebody's going to say some negative shit. Motherfuckers just. That's just how people are, man.
To be honest with you, I didn't want to mention the brother because I saw a video from who, a bunch of women, not much, but a very small select of women. Some said some positive things, but the one thing that caught my attention, and really it's not really meant for this show for this brother because you talk about him already, is they concerned about that the money is going to still be in the hands of Black community. And I'm thinking, saying, what community? Because you need at least 1,000 of those men with money like that to really stable a community. And how Black people are so fruitless with the money that it goes in one hand and back to the other community. So I'm not sure where the hell these women get their thinking from.
I'm gonna say this because I'm not gonna be on Mr. Boseman. Hopefully he can rest in peace.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about this either.
I'm gonna say this part, but I'm gonna keep it as that. Number one, when they say that it's going to stay within the black community, they just really code word saying it's going to stay within black women's hands. See,
Bingo.
a lot of
Yep.
a lot of women out there would not have stayed by that man while he was sick, like his wife has done.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women wouldn't even been up there with that. So, you know, when I talk to them chicks, Merry Christmas and fuck you. But back to the situation we have now.
Yeah, please, yes, please, yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry, people from the chat. I have to say that because it just bothers me that it's like this. You watch Pocket Watch more than anything else than what men do and either commit. And I don't look at celebrities as icons on stuff. I don't focus on that. What they do is their business. We already know that Malcolm already said the message right about celebrities. So I don't know why people keep slipping his mind when they watch black men decide what they do with their money and stuff. And black men watch because they want to be and hope to get that $1 million man lifestyle. Let's keep 100. You're not gonna get him. Kevin Santori said, if your best bet is you gotta get him young and while you're hot. If you're not even close to an average 10 and keep your body at fit, shut the fuck up. Do you see his wife? Do you see him on Charles? Do you see him marry a fucking fat black woman?
You're not gonna see that.
All right.
You're not gonna see that. So that's why when I look at these female content creators who talk out of their lip, that's why I don't have any value for them. We don't debate them because we already know they're gonna say something stupid.
Yeah, see, I'm just pissed, bro. I'm just pissed. Just start talking about this shit. I'm
not even gonna be pissed about it because people expose themselves. See, what we have here is women going around calling people pedophiles, but yet we have a strange phenomenon in the black community of how many black women molest young boys.
Charles, don't do it. Don't do it.
How many say that my son ain't gonna come up gay, so I'm gonna get him some pussy? How many of you left your children over your friend's house and she's giving them head and all kinds of nasty shit? We don't talk about that in the black community because we don't want to expose the dirt in the black community. If it's the man, we can expose it all the time. If it's the woman, underneath the bridge.
No, it's slide under the rug. We just want to sweep it under the rug. We're not gonna worry about it.
Yet you here talking about a 19-year-old lady. She's a young lady, yes, she's young. I even had a friend of mine that I knew since 3rd grade, and this is how I know that feminist doctrine, that feminist way of thinking. Thank you, Brandon, for the Cash App. Woo. This is the reason why this feminine ideology is running rampant. I mean, it's pretty much fucking culture, man. Anytime a close friend of mine saying, well, he could have waited till she was 21, 22, 23, 24, which she could have got a lot of bodies by then too.
If she went to college, it's a highly she went to school.
I'll even.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me look at this story real quick.
Okay.
Because hopefully y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah. Before you say something, thank you, Brandon, for your contribution. I appreciate it, brother. All power to you. Continue.
Because this shit like this got me stinking mad, stinking fucking mad, and it's so low tier. Trying to find that down.
What are you trying to find, Charles?
I'm trying to find what my homegirl wrote.
Oh no! I have right now. I'm on your Facebook right now. Do you want me to share screen so we could blow it up?
You can share it, but there's one quote I want to get.
All right. As Charles tells you, I'm gonna show so it makes sense. Let me do share screen. Where is it?
Because how the hell you gonna talk about, well, She should have because he should have waited so she get her education so she doesn't have to depend on a man.
Okay.
Newsflash: women are
Okay.
supposed to depend on men.
All right, Charles. I'm
You
on your
do
page.
anyway.
I'm on your page, so whenever you're ready, you can share it, and I'll scroll down. There you got 140 comments. God damn.
Oh, trust me. I should have been doing live streams when I said something about the 8. If you're not an 8 or above, oh, trust me, we'll do that one as well. Can we blow it up a little bit?
All right. You might have to put like center the screen. Like, there's options on the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm
all
gonna
right,
try to do the layout for it.
And I'm gonna zoom in once you do that, so people can read it. Tell me when you do it. Actually, let me look at my other.
It's fine.
All right. All right. I'm gonna zoom in. Tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be close enough. Same people can see it.
Yep. A little bit more.
All right. A little more. All right. Damn.
Yep.
All right. Leave right there. Okay.
I just can't get around. She was a missing person for 3 years, then popped up out of nowhere. She didn't. She went back to her goddamn parents.
Okay.
See, bitches only tell. Look at that. He's a pedophile. How can you be a pedophile?
Oh my God! This woman stupid as fuck.
See.
Oh, let me call that comment.
See, I have no. This is my daughter's better not ever.
Hear this shit? Let me tell you something. Did you know what 6 Foot God said? And she didn't want to say that live stream because she would get to meet. She said she gonna raise her daughter to hope that she's gonna stay on until she get married. And she's find herself a millionaire. She gonna tell us you better marry that man.
Here's my question. A pedophile is somebody who wants to have sex with children or sexual arousal from children 12 and below.
Mm-hmm.
She's 19.
Same. Yeah, she's 20 years difference.
Let me know if y'all can see this clearly in the chat. Let us know.
Don't worry, I'm gonna check on my end right now. I was just on
because I can see it clearly on my end.
I want you to go ahead, keep talking as I'm looking.
I want you to look at that. He's a pedophile. This is the vitriol that a lot of these chicks have for black men, successful black men, because they're mad that they weren't the ones picked. I want you to click on some of these fucking images. I'm not even gonna do that, but I'm gonna.
Hey, listen, I can see it. I can see it from my YouTube end, so they should be able to see it. This is big enough.
Yeah, they're clear.
Yeah.
Let's keep scrolling down.
All right.
Look at that. Hold on. Go back up.
Okay.
She's making the throwing up emoji.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, click on that. Go up.
Go up. You want to click on that? This comments? This?
Yeah, right there.
All right, let me click.
See, they always try to fucking put you in the jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. If you had a 19-year-old daughter, would you let her marry a 38-year-old man? Is he loving her?
Mm-hmm.
Is he respecting her?
Mm-hmm.
Is he taking care of her?
Mm-hmm.
Can he put a roof over her head?
Mm-hmm.
Can he take care of the kids they create?
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to be a good man and a good husband to her and a good father to my future grandchildren?
Mm-hmm.
You're fucking right, I would.
Mm-hmm.
See, the problem is, at least he made an honest woman out of her. What about you all? You're married to the game, not to a man. Oh, no. You're married to Jesus. Jesus is your husband.
Yeah, they said Jesus fucked them good, too. Hey, let me tell you something. It's funny. You mentioned that with the guy that a lot of women said they're married to this fictional character. And I said, well, can he protect you at night? Yes. How so? No, somebody kicking your door out and about to bust him, beat you, or do all type of things to you. He's gonna come out of the sky and beat his ass. I mean, we gotta deal with logic at the end of the day, bro. But this is a delusion a lot of women are because they're trained to not need or respect a man. especially a black man.
And see, what happens is Mother Nature has no vacuum. You're gonna
Mhm.
need. See, if women were so great, you needed an organism. Either you develop your own systems of defense, which they have not. If
Mhm.
anything, women have gotten weaker. Meaning, when you get pregnant, you're at your most vulnerable state in your life.
Yeah. The most
Even in
dangerous.
today's, even in today's time, it is difficult for a pregnant woman to get around, to move around. If she has no help, that is detrimental to that woman and that unborn baby's life or
Mhm.
health.
Mhm.
Let's keep strolling now.
All right.
Matter of fact, I'll read that one. When I talked to Miss Candace McCrae, well, he married her, so that's his responsibility now. Ask your go. No, no, keep going up.
All right. This time.
Right there.
Good.
Yeah, ask your grandparents how old they were when they were married. See,
All right.
you want to know the contradiction? They want a marriage that lasts as long as their grandparents. You can't have a fucking 30. It's very difficult to have a marriage last 40 fucking years and you getting married at 35.
No, man, for you, probably be dead by then. If you get married at 35, you, whew, I don't want to go in that, bro. I just don't.
Do,
Wanna,
do,
yeah.
do you realize what's the average age of black men and black women live?
One black man is like, I think, 69. Black
And
woman's
then,
like
and then this
72.
chick, then this chick said, "Well, she can't even have a drink." Let's see what Cortez said. They even cheat on white Jesus with zaddy government, except the welfare. Facts. I
Mm-hmm.
said, think about it. Like, go back up, go back up, go back up.
All right, go back up.
Stay right there.
All right.
You see Jennifer right there?
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to. She still can't have a legal drink at the bar. What the fuck are you talking about? You do know legally a woman can drink who's 19, 18 if her husband is over the drinking limit because she's under that husband's authority and responsibility.
Uh-oh.
And by the
Y'all people
way,
got to do y'all research.
she said she no way his ass is younger than me. Number one, stop for a minute. Click on her name and show her picture.
Which one? Go down.
Right there, Jennifer.
You want to click on Jennifer? Right here?
Click on fucking Jennifer.
All right. You want me to click
Does
on
that look like a 40-year-old woman or that look like a bitch who look like pushing almost 60?
Shit, I don't want to even go into that, bro. Damn.
But
I don't know.
she's mad. Bitter idiots. You're right. Bitter idiots. Oh, here comes wow.
Mhm.
But see, notice these fat chicks. Oops. I wasn't supposed to I'm not supposed to body shame, right?
Have a good day. And please don't mistake my reaction into something that is not. It's simply a reaction. It's their life, not ours to judge. God bless you, and I wish you peace. But
See that
if you wish,
passive aggressive see
but
that passive aggressive
why you say
bullshit?
why you say wow then? I don't get that. That's weird to me.
That's called passive aggressive bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. And here's Keith Lamont said competition, baby.
Look what I wrote right under that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the prime years of a woman?
Oh, it's down here. Let me go scroll down.
Oh, you
Yeah.
just let you can click on it. Just scroll down.
All right.
See, look, exact. I told him exactly. And Nicole says, Keith Lamont, who's in competition with her? I'm confused by your statement. Look what he writes.
Did you notice how Charles immediately understood what I was talking about, but you seemed confused? I mean, this in all due respect, but why does it seem like we have to over explain something so simple? I'm
I'm
not in
not a
competition with her at all. Sorry. Wait.
Pause. Click on her picture.
Look at picture.
Click on her picture.
You want to click on picture? You know it's
Click on.
gonna unscreen this, but let me click. All right.
You see that? You see that? You got
Yeah.
3 kids. Does it look like you were ever in competition with her? No, you were never in the competition. You were never in the
Mommy had 3
runnings.
beautiful kids, 2 girls and 1 little handsome boy. That's nice. But where's the man?
Somewhere in there.
I doubt it.
But once again, have you ever noticed in these chicks' pictures, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed these chicks' pictures?
Yeah.
You'll always see the kids, but you don't see the man. Because even though she's married to a man, he's in the back seat.
Mm-hmm. What happened? Let me fast forward. I gotta make sure, man. I can't know what the hell just happened. Alright. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Wait.
Let me scroll back.
Exactly. She can't compete. See, this is real live shit. I don't give a shit. I'm not here to bash black women. I'm not here to bash any women. I'm here to tell people the truth. Woo, what's up, Anthony Taylor? How you feeling, man? The youngest 50-year-old man I know. Jesus Christ, I'm jealous. But I'd like to congratulate as well.
All right. What else is on here? Let y'all wait. I'm gonna let y'all live, hon. I know exactly what the fuck you're trying to say, but honestly, I really don't care. Okay. Nicole is like having a conversation with children. Yes, and you're the child laughing out loud.
Click on Nicole. See. Before to get in perfect context, click on her picture.
Oh God. All right. Hold on. All right.
No. Just go to the like right there. Go to her pictures.
Right here.
The pictures.
Okay.
Does that look like she's in competition? Thank you. Woo. What's up, Terrell? Woo. See, does that look like she's in competition with his wife? She's not even in the runnings.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm doing this for a reason, people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You would see to let you know there are women who actually are cool with it because you know why? They're like, honey, if I could find a $5 million man when I was 19, I wouldn't be out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would tell you straight up. Yeah.
But once again, they're not in competition with her because they know they would not be able to compete.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just trying to keep it real, but when BW or BM black men are honest, we get shut down. You wouldn't think our women would want to hear us out, but no. Jennifer Opie, Keith Lamont, sorry, buddy, I'm not into black men anymore. She is no competition to me, maybe for my daughter. She is 19 too.
You know what I was about to say? Black men were not checking for your righty ass. The only black men that were checking for you are the ones that were so low tier that we can't even give them an F grade.
Yeah.
Bitch look like a fucking messed up shock.
But she aged out of the market anyway, so I don't know why she's talking about she look for. No one's looking for you. If you're not married
she aged out of Stonehenge.
What's the prime years for women to get married, to bear children? Eugene Bond. Do you know the whole story? He groomed her from 12 years old, posed her as his sister. She was missing for 3 years. Then, boom, she married to him. That's the problem. He groomed her from it. Yeah,
which is a lie.
Yeah, that sounds like a lie. Because think about it, anybody that's been missing, automatically doing time in jail. Why this man not locked up?
And then if she was a missing person, he had nothing to do with it.
That's why when I hear these stories, it's like the story has to add up, bro. I have to figure logically. How somebody got missing and all of a sudden, boop, you're married? That don't sound logical to me. That don't sound like make sense to me.
Well, once again, jealousy.
They're not saying jealousy. I met her at a Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall about 2 years ago. And that's a church. That's my check.
But you know, you got to be married to Jesus.
Mm-hmm. How young do you like females? Can you can your 19-year-old daughter be with someone of his age? Would that be cool with you? He has her by 20 years, and he been watching her since preteen Parley. The more I
Why
think
did
about it, I want to puke. And he was obviously in his mid-30s watching a little girl. And then you
number
respond,
number one, number one? I just asked her, should or should he? I was supposed to date some 40
hmm
to 50-year-old ass women who cannot give him children.
but you see,
She's
but before we go further, Charles, women on the average always dated on right now on the average, even today's climbing out and back then, decades ago, have always dated older men if they never wed early in life. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? If you look at the average marriage in America after slavery, during Reconstruction, and up to the 60s, and how we could say up to 90s, if you look at your parents would marry young, 18, 19, hell, even 16 years old.
My mom was
That's
married at 23.
yeah, it's not foreign, it's common. And usually,
Okay.
if you got married at a time during the economic was when the economic America was stable, you marry young at the same age. And normally, if you didn't get married at you met your mate before high school or leaving high school and stuff, you would have married an older man. You
Yeah.
get me? That's what I've always been. I'm not sure why this is a foreign con, but you know, it's like this, Charles. It's going back that you didn't pick properly, one, or you just age out of the market and you had children before if a man even took you seriously. It's one or the other.
Thank you. Look what they said. Look, see,
Okay.
this is the reason. This is the reason why I love my audience. My audience is actually fucking intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
See, so he referred to her as sister. See, there's a vetting process that goes on in a lot of these religious institutions. Whether you're religious or not, at least there's a vetting process.
Mm-hmm. And usually the father will sit there and make sure that he vet the man. That's why if you look at the other brother's channel, Mr. Samuels, and shout out to him because he reached 100K subscribers. He said
Yeah,
it.
you know, shit. I
It's
reach a shout out to Kevin for reaching 100K. I just reached 1,000. Shit, he reached 100K. It's a good week, with the
mm-hmm.
exception of the passing of Mr. Bozeman. This has been
Yeah,
an okay week.
yeah, it's been a good week. Good week. He said best that to most of these girls that call in show, where is your father helping you vet, especially in the mid-20s? Where is he at? You know what they said? He's close. He's not around. He's at because the answer is they don't want their father to start look up and down these Negroes that they're fucking sucking because they'll know say, I don't want you to see my daughter again, and give you a fair warning. Don't you bring this nigga in my house or this bum or this loser. I could tell right off the bat by looking head to toe that you just want to fuck my daughter and nothing more. See, men know other men. That's why the women don't respect young girls as they get to their age and leave your house. God willing, they stop dealing and respect the authority of their fathers.
hmm See, this is the reason. This is the reason why a lot of these women don't get married, or they end up being baby mamas
Mm-hmm.
because they go against the wishes of the father.
Mm-hmm. Should he did some old ass 40, 50-year-old woman who cannot give him children for at 19, which they prefer. I like females still in their prime, not all worn out, but choice, but they made in life. What's
Excuse me,
wrong
I'm
with?
supposed to say choices.
Yeah, don't worry. But I'm scrolling through it. Okay, and here's the most important thing.
What's wrong? See,
And Candace, I just be adding anybody to my friends list. Wow. Okay, girl, that's always revealing themselves. See the shit. So how many ladies were married at 19? Oh wait, let's check. Not me. I was still having fun at 19. That's why you fucking lose. That's your problem. You see that shit right here?
mm-hmm.
Y'all see that in the chat room?
Can we get a woo for that? Can we get a woo for the chief engineer bringing this shit up? Can we get a woo for me actually having a conversation to speak of tonight to actually prove to you that a lot of these chicks out here how they really don't value marriage at a good time? Marcus Houston, married at 19 override.
Oh.
Look at this. Look at that. Yeah,
She
y'all
got
had
married.
old. Go back up. Go back up.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all had old ass boyfriends who drove in the 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
You were still having fun. God knows we know what that is by code and translation. When did
Mm-hmm.
you get married? In your 30s. You just seen her kids.
Mm.
So she had her kids obviously before her 30s.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, to let y'all know, my mother, she got married when she had my brothers. And she was like roughly before she even touched 20. That's my check.
My great uncles and aunts on my mom's side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess how old they were? They were 15 when they were married.
Mm-hmm. So this is this common.
They stayed with each other till she buried them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women nowadays can't stay with a man past a cup of coffee. But keep
Mm-hmm.
going.
Let's keep going.
Let's look at this shit.
Who had
had boy-
boyfriend that drove cars? None of mine drove. Okay. So how old are your children? And then this one said, "Girl, we
Notice-
gotta stop." Mm-hmm.
Notice she didn't want her to answer this shit.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. You had to notice that they know everything, yet their decisions haven't worked yet when men try to give them the game. They don't want to hear it, so let them be, fellas. And there's a lot of comments here, which, keep them up, start some crap. I have been with my man for 18 years, so I'm good. I know what I need to know. Okay.
But why
Sheena?
you just recently married them? Because you couldn't do any better.
But this is my thing about, and I'm gonna tell you some ladies, stop with these long relationships. If you're not over 30 and you barely in a relationship, you need to stop with these long relationships. If the man's not gonna marry you within less than 6 months, and I'll give him 2 years. If you're in your 20s, and if you pass 2 years, you're just wasting time. If you want to be a wife, that's your focus. Yeah, you can have your little. If I'll say this, there are some ways you can have fun if you're in a relationship. But it's come to a point in life, the man you're dealing with, you fucking suck. If he's not going to take it a step further after the second year, move on. You should not be in no 18-year relationship. What she does, I don't know if that's what she posted here. And also, you get married in your 30s. So what the hell were y'all doing for the last 10 years? That tells you you're fucking around. And you had kids. I bet you. Because that's what happens when you're in a long relationship. Kids come around.
But yet, why could you marry him earlier? You know why? Because you still wanted to escape the fucking Temple of Doom like some Indiana Jones shit. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
So you telling me? So that look, you gotta. I mean, Keith, you gotta love Keith Lamont, but even though he was making some points, he told her that woman was married 1 year after her legal maturity. So how is that not winning over you? She's figured it out earlier and giving her husband the best of her.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I'm not really specifically talking about you. I mean, go back up.
Okay.
I mean, you made it personally about you, which they always do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a conversation at large. What you're talking about doesn't work, hence the look at our community. Facts. So you're telling me.
And have a nice day with a funny emoji.
Why do they always say have a nice day when you can't debunk their shit? You actually thought that you could get a better man, and you were the one saying, well, I think I need to settle down. See, we're not going to play freeze tag with pussy all the time, okay? and think you're
Mm-hmm.
going to be married, when you can't find another man.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked this question. So what age should she be married? 19 is too young for me. I like said to my daughters aren't going to do it. So if a 35
So
year old man,
you getting bad advice already, right there. Stop right
uh,
there. Right there. If a man, if he's got himself stable and wherever profession he is, and he said, I want to marry your daughter, right? That's as best as she gonna get. Come here, you get it while it's still hot. And if a man's already picking and date your daughter for, and let's say it's past a couple months, right? And he started making a decision, then by all means, go for it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
and then look at this, Oni, beautiful Oni, love
Mm-hmm.
you Oni. Woo, how you doing tonight? See, she said after 6 months, leave.
Yeah. The older you
Thank you.
get, you should leave after 6 months. Just keep if that is your direction of marriage, and you already know the criteria, especially if you're in your 20s, no less than 6 months.
If he's
And
not talking about,
I'll do a step further, ladies. If you're under your 20s and as you approach 30s, then that means your time of dealing with and you will marry and you start married just as you over 30. That obviously you should cut men like this quickly. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes might not give him 6 months. If he fumbles say that he's thinking about he's this and that, he's not want to get married, don't give him no time of day. You get me? Come here,
mhm,
as a woman, as you get older, you should know what you want. If you want to be a wife or stay at home, wherever you want, all the above, then you got express that. Not only put it on your profile on a dating app. I wish dating app's a little questionable, but if you're meeting face to face and you said during the conversation during the dinner, say I'm looking to get married. What's your take on marriage? Are you a person that wants to get married? If a man sit there play around, just don't even talk to him again. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I said for people that's 20 years old, 20 and going on to 30, no less you could spend a year or two. You know what I'm saying? For the minimum, because of the climate of this society. You know what I'm saying? I know most men make the decision, but at most, you're only gonna give a man at least close to that. After the close to second year, wind down second year, if he's not even thinking about marriage or about to give you that ring, you move on. You know what I'm saying? You don't even mention it again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only doing this for the fellas, bro. And you can probably question me on this, Charles. But like I said, once you're 20s going on the first decade and you think of being a wife, express that. And if dude is saying he's down with it, that's the clock should be running. You get me?
mhm,
And after the first year, going on to the second year, if it's not something that he's now going in the direction right where if don't you have to mention it, you could tell right there he's going to do it. If he's not coming close to that, then you walk off and you don't explain. Matter of fact, if he asks why, you see him a nice little text say, "I want to be married," and end it there.
mhm.
And mind you, the reason why, because remember, Charles, I always told this to one young lady that's younger than me. I told her, "You've been in this relationship now for how long? 8 years. You about to be 30, mind you. You already had one kid from him. And it seemed to me, I asked you, do you want to be married?" She fumbled around, but she came around and said yes. Then obviously, this dude does not want to get married to you because you've been on a serious long-term relationship and he wasted your precious 20s with him. And normally, I always be lenient with dudes when it comes to women. But now I'm at the point said, if you deal with any woman that's in her 20s, the most you can waste time with her is 2 years at most. Anything beyond that, and she stays, that's on her. But you as a man, you should not be wasting no young woman's time.
My man
No
Terrell
greater.
said, "I'll say 2 years to sniff out the bullshit, and then if it ain't worth it, bounce."
Bounce.
See,
You know what I'm saying? That's
see,
it.
I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about a lot of runaways, right? A lot of chicks run away from home. Believe it or not, how the only reason you found out about her history is because of who she deals with is famous. So the
Mhm.
first damn thing people are gonna do when a famous person mess with somebody, everybody becomes these internet detectives. I mean, they make fucking Sherlock Holmes
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
Batman look innate.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. And the reason, and I like what the brother said, you just shared, said sniff out the bullshit. Yes, and that's one thing, especially a man that's as you reach maturity and you deal with a woman and look like she passed all the necessary tests. You know what I'm saying? You can give her a year. You know what I'm saying? But usually it takes around that because now you can go through some bullshit between each other. You get me? Especially if you live with each other or whatever the case may. And like I said, some people say it takes less. I agree, but in today's climate and this society is very narcissistic, you want to be able to take enough precautions on your end and on her end. You get me? Especially if she's in her 20s. Anything, if she's in her 30s, no, she should not waste no year. Matter of fact, she shouldn't waste a year. It should be 6 months or less. You know what I'm saying? But remember, lady.
Terrell, you ain't shit, Terrell. But I feel you.
Remember, ladies, because you have time is now against you because you want to be able to get married, eventually have the children, say well you don't reach over 35 and become what they call high risk. Not say you can't have children over 35, but it's very risky. And I'm finding out that there's premature death for a lot of women that's having children later in life. And I'm not going to use celebrities as an example. I know some articles and videos of one woman that was married to her husband and she had her second child, I believe, and she was in her late 30s. And she died in the hospital. She bled out. Now, it's probably the hospital's fault, possibly, but this is the risk you take once you start having children later.
See, I'm gonna say this about people want to talk about grooming. You know who's supposed to groom these young ladies is their mothers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, in the black community, for a community that's 75% so-called single moms, and we know the numbers are finagled and bamboozled, and all kinds of bullshit can be with it. How many of these black mamas are teaching their daughters to be wives? I'll wait. I had one of my exes talking about when we argued. Why are you arguing in front of me? What is this teaching my daughter? I said, trust me, with the shit your daughter saying you do, you teach your daughter way worse than I can ever do. If anything, I teach your daughter to be a fucking lady.
Mm-hmm.
You teach your daughter to fucking be around married men.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress with that shit.
Yeah, and I see BMT in the house. What's up, BMT? I think it's the first time I see you on the channel. I never seen you on the chat room. What's good?
Let's see. This is the mindset, right?
Here it is.
Notice. I'm the person get the oh, you're sexist. Oh, you're defeated. You don't like women, but I'm defending a woman's marriage. Hold on. Let me go back to my consensus. You don't like women, but why do I always defend them?
Mm-hmm.
She's too young. You're too old. Oh, wait a minute. He's a pedophile. She's a legal adult. She's getting married at 19. I'm so fucked. She's married at 19. But you were giving that pussy out at 15 to grown ass men back in high school. How do I know? Because I saw you get into his car.
Oh. Lordy. Let's keep reading down. I said what I said. Okay. Keith, I don't need the leadership of a man. My grandmother.
Highlight that shit.
Oh, I gotta highlight that shit.
I hate to ask one more time, but can I get a woo in the chat? On 3, Chaos. 1, 2, 3. Woo! You could not. I mean, Spielberg couldn't write a better script than this shit. Martin Scorsese couldn't write better than this shit. Did you give me a woo in the chat if you see this shit?
Charles, you about to be crucified with this, man. And somebody, damn, bro. I don't know, man. Your Facebook's lit, bro. It's lit. I ain't gonna lie.
You see this shit? Did you? Wait till I open up these fucking lines.
Yeah,
Because
we're gonna
I want-
open it in a second. Yeah.
Wait, because I want men and women on my panel. See,
Mhm.
look at this shit. Go back to that shit and highlight it, please.
MI one more time, guys, for y'all to see.
And you wonder why we don't want to marry older fucking women.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, is that not feminist ideology?
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed.
I will read it out. I don't need the leadership of a man. My grandmother and mother raised me to depend on myself before a man, and that's why you married a joke of one. That's why you were with a weak ass man who couldn't marry you in the first fucking 10 years you've been around him. That's why you were short, fat, and stubby, looking like a big toe. That's why you were trying to go from dick to dick to dick, Dickalodion, before you actually settled your little hot ass down. You act like I don't remember you in high school. You act like you're this diamond doll that's coming out and you're God's gift to men. No, you're not. If anything, you're a fucking liability because somebody's got to deal with your fucking feminist shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But see,
Amaze me sometimes.
but also thought, I don't need a man. That's why you're in a relationship with a boy.
But you know, boys easy because boys are controllable. Let's keep it 100.
I don't need a man's guidance. But you got a fucked up disposition. But I'm married and not happy. But I'm married and struggling. She's been dating a guy for 18 years and she's married for 4 to excuse me. But I'm married to Captain Save-A-Ho. But I'm married. But you don't respect the nigga though.
Let's go now.
Let's keep going down.
Surprised us denying what when we said then admit it. I mean, other women have the whole family in the picture, but our women is just mom and kids. You don't think
did she not have that? Did she? I like
bro,
this.
Bro, I'm not giving shit.
God damn it! Some of y'all need to hit my Cash App. Some of y'all need to hit my Cash App because
man.
Y'all can use this video. Y'all can use this video to prove a lot of shit to a lot of people right now. This is research.
Listen, you can't make this stuff up, man. You know, I work effortlessly trying to do this. I love y'all black people, especially I respect the men in this community, man, black men. And I'm saying, I don't get much respect, you know what I'm saying? I barely might get a donation here and there, possibly, but, you know, you gotta throw some into the pot for this one, man, you know. And this is showing to prove a bigger point of the mentality of the community, you know. Like, this is normal behavior. Look what Keith said. I mean, other women have the whole family in the picture, but our women just have men. I mean, just mom and kids. You don't think that's odd? And Lopo, what I click, what I saw, kids, no man. Let's keep going.
And she's supposed to be married, but you don't have your husband up there because you don't respect. But you don't respect your. But look what I asked her. Simple question. How like my question?
So you don't. Oh, okay. So you don't respect male leadership?
No answer.
See that? Now I said, Keith says, of course not. Again, I had to figure out when they were against the 19-year-old, and I already knew why. They create all of these fantastic reasons, but the ultimate answer is they do not want to be under leadership of a man until they want to rob him of his money, so they will play pretend for a while. I'm not sure what they rob, what money they get, to be honest, but that's not the question. But like I said, they're more focused on what they can control in this situation. And when they're out of control, who they ask for help? Who they calling? Da 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 da. Help me! Here comes the brother.
Help me, Captain Save-A-Ho.
Mhm.
Hey, I know that you've been sleeping around. I know that you got more kids than the Muffet babies. I'm here to take care of you because you're a good woman.
Here's this. You want me to highlight this? You see this?
The majority of you are not leaders. Yeah, highlight that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna highlight that shit for real, man.
You think because you have a pink. What did I tell you about the feminists? The freeze
That's
come out at night.
Yeah, that's a feminist talking point right there.
Majority of you are not leaders. You think because you have a penis, you should be the one to lead. Laughable. Look at this world we live in, led by men. What a fucking disaster. No, actually, it's because we let you women have a say. But I'll continue.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of men lead sisters to the abyss. That's because you don't know what a good man is if it bit you in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Not every man born is meant to lead. Neither is every woman. See, they can't ever make a fucking decision on their own.
Mm-hmm.
There are pure imbeciles in each sex. You being a man doesn't make you automatically qualify the job. You know,
See,
motherfuckers.
and look at this right here. See, you can tell if you're gonna don't bother put your age on Facebook. That you look stupid. Born 1919. You 100 and some years old, bitch. Seriously?
Go back to her age.
Listen. What I see is I said, don't even waste your time. Click on it. Look at that.
Born what?
Born what?
See, literacy needs to be at the forefront of our community again. God damn.
Yo, you can't make this shit up, man. Let me keep going now. We just gonna keep going. He groomed her. Black men, they do not believe.
Let me tell you what's secret, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Also thought that he groomed her. Men are supposed to groom their wives.
Mm-hmm. Black men, they do not believe in it that you owe you their best selves. They want the most from you while getting you to accept anything. And that's actually true because look at how they keep themselves.
Charles, I hate you.
Think about it.
Guess what? I'm gonna say this. Charles, I hate you. let me put my rank on. It's called Captain I don't give a fuck. You hate me because you know I'm right, not because I'm talking from the corners of my ass. See, the problem is a lot of y'all should hate yourselves for being so fucking pathetic.
Oh, that's Tina Bond. Okay. I don't know if that's negative.
I know her.
Okay.
I know her. That's why I said it.
Okay. All right, cool. And here's one person. Chai Gales. She says, ooh, I see I added some perverts to my friends list. Delete.
And I'm glad she left.
She said, okay, bye. This is funny.
How many fucks were given? Go to what I said. You would think I would be applauded for saluting a young lady finding a guy who really loves her and is capable of taking care of her and the future kids they create. But some reason I see there's a lot of jealousy, hatred, and claims of pedophilia being issued. By the way, pedophilia is defined as being issued with, the way of having someone's sexual attraction or sexual stimulation from children 12 and under. She's 19, a full adult. I'm pretty damn sure if you were 19 and Marcus Houston approached you to marry, you would say yes. So let's not be disingenuous.
Yes, that's true. They're not our brothers. They belong to the game. This dude knew her from around age 14, 15 years. He waited for her to become legal. He is now damn near 40, and this is cool with you as a man. This is pedophilia type. So no matter how you put your spin on it, sick as a period, don't plank. I would say hell no to the. I guess be confused as to, so speak for yourself. 2020 is just some straight BS. I don't know what profile picture she used. That's disgusting.
You know my reaction. Yeah, okay. See, let's stop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain something. There's women that I personally know who were 10 years younger than me, who I knew when they were teenagers, and we dated in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Does that make me a pedophile? No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Matter of fact, if BMT is still in the building, are you still there, bro? Let us know. He did a video, a live stream, saying that there's a 28-year-old woman dating and probably having sex with a 16, 17-year-old boy. He had to go talk to the boy personally to the point he said, listen, boy, I don't want you seeing this daughter. And mind you, this is not his son. So you know what? What this boy did? He gave the phone. BMT talked to the woman on the phone. Told the person that he want to meet her face to face because he want to have some talking. Do you know what this bitch did? This bitch sent her brother to meet BMT at a location. And mind you, I'm not going further. BMT's going to explain better. But let's say this. Women are messing around. These women that's older, that's already fucked up already, are not going to go and compete. They're going to get your sons, young as possible. Just like the teachers screwing these boys. We live in a very backward society. So when somebody talk about some pedophile, I would say, get the fuck out of here.
They're the ultimate pedophiles, man.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know it? I had counselors when I was in high school who were in college. I'm 15 years old, cut like a bag of dope. I was a fucking champion wrestler. They were plotting on me.
Mm-hmm.
They even said it, like, as soon as the summer's over, or as soon as you get this way or that way, I'm gonna fuck your brains out, quote and unquote. But you're 20, 21, and I'm 15.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all disgusting.
Yeah.
Go back up.
All right. This is Keith saying.
Oh, that's Keith. Okay, go back down.
All right. And they were mad. Oh, he said some good. Y'all said the same reason when mad at T.I. And I remember that same situation with T.I. with his daughter trying to make sure to protect her daughter's, I guess, womb as best as possible. And he had to give her an ultimatum saying, if you go hold up to 21, I will give you this incentive. So every year on her birthday, because she's born in the month of June, they go check if he had a hymen broken. You get me? Why he does? Because he knows the purpose of the streets. That if he keep his daughter nice and ready, a man that's gonna of value will marry his daughter. Will not play around.
Hold up. You belong to the night. I wish I had that go. You belong to the streets. I swear I need a clip. We need to download that clip. Just a clip of that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's anybody can play that song without no copyright. Anybody know the name of that song? Please, I'm right in the chat room. We're gonna look it up. I'm gonna do some research. We can play that.
I believe that's Phil Collins, right?
I don't think so.
I believe it's Phil Collins. Let's scroll back down. Let's keep reading.
I'll keep reading.
Finish reading.
Yeah,
because our women believe our women believe in throwing that monkey.
Good for her. Shit, older men are better. Anyway, that's why she's smiling so big. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing. Look at this right here. That's a winner.
And she's actually attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Notice. And guess who actually liked her post? Go to the like. Let's see who liked her post.
See that?
Shocking.
See that? Now let's go down. Ellen Vet. This is gross. This is a child. 19
Before
is
you
not.
read, before you hold
Okay.
up, stop. You kicking the chair. Before you
Okay.
read, go to her picture. Go to her picture.
Alright.
Go to her picture and enlarge the picture, and you're gonna
Oh,
see
you-
what type of. Not her.
All right.
Not her.
Her?
Eva. Elvet. Click on that picture. Once again, what you see in the background, bunch of fucking kids. Click on that picture so everybody can see. Zoom in.
Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, my fault. Zooming out.
Look at that. Look at that.
Mhm.
Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Say you're so damn cute. Come on. Really?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm done. All right, let me go back.
Just so you can get perfect context of who's saying this shit.
Mhm.
Just so you can get perfect context of who's saying this shit.
All right, let's read it.
This is gross. Zoom in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good. And I'll just scroll down a little so I can read it. This is gross. This is a child. 19 is not a full adult because she can't. Oh god. So you're woo. See? Oh my god. You hey, Majin Buu has a better shape than that. You leave Majin Buu the fuck out of this.
Mhm.
See. I can't even do this with a straight face. I'm gonna try. This is gross. This is a child. 19 is not a full adult because she can't drink. So
Mm.
but I bet you she was given, if you look at her kids, none of them I bet you all her kids got different last names.
We ain't gonna go into that, bro. That's we ain't even not gonna touch that.
Let me finish reading.
Okay.
And to pretend they just met when she was 19 is dumb. Obviously not if they were engaged for over a year, you dumb bitch. This girl was kidnapped at 16. No, she didn't. She ran away. You ever notice that they always got to exacerbate the problem instead of telling the fucking truth?
Mm-hmm.
It popped up. 19, married to a man old enough to be her father. Yeah, you fuck niggas old enough to be your grandfather to give rent. Who said that?
Oh, God.
Let me tell you sick fucks right now. Stay away from my daughter unless you want to test my trigger finger. You ever notice how violent these bitches are?
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody was trying to hit on her fat ass, how do you have a profile picture and you trying to be a respectable woman and a mother, but you showing your ass in your profile picture? You dirty bitch.
Oh God, man.
That bitch is built like Refrigerator Perry. She didn't pop. Old nose tackle built bitches got a lot to say about her trigger finger. What we need to do is we know your fucking finger couldn't fit through the trigger welt. That's the reason why nobody fears that. See, nobody wants your daughter because they know the mother she came from.
Mm-hmm.
Let's scroll down some.
Let's go down more.
Let me see right there. Oh, go up a little bit. Number 1, if you can join the military at 17, before you could smoke or drink in it, you could kill or die for it. But 19 isn't an adult, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I joined. Guess what age I joined the military? Chaos.
17 years old. Mm-hmm.
17 years old. Exactly. See that? I'm glad. See, this is the reason why I love my audience, because we don't fall for stupid shit. Even the women said a lot of the shit you're saying is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
19 is an adult. I'm really getting tired of people trying to move the goalposts. Go back up.
Okay.
Like she isn't a grown woman. She's married to a well-off man. Get over it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get over it. Yeah. All right. Damn, bro. Same time, I'm like, these people are dishonest. And
As fuck.
during this stream, I could tell a lot of people are going to start doing videos on Marcus Q now. They didn't really talk about Harlem now because of this. But I guarantee you, after tonight, I won't be surprised, bro. I'm telling you right now. And it's going to be a lot of female content creators. They're going to say some shit. Say he's child, he molester, he's doing this, all this dumb shit. And I'm going to look at this and say, well, you weren't their pick anyway, and you haven't children out of wedlock as I speak. Hell, you haven't children over the age of 35. But that's another story. Let's keep going.
Especially these big toe built bitches.
No, just 19 is not grown if teens still on it ain't grown. Old niggas just like young pussy. No real man that's 38 marries a 19-year-old.
Number one, why are these lonely bitches? Why are these lonely bitches telling me what a real man is when you really couldn't keep a, especially when you really couldn't keep a man?
Mm-hmm.
See, why is it that in the Western world we go by illogical thought? Shit just purely doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go to, you go to any other country, right, in this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Men of means marry younger women for the fact that all the time.
All the time.
See, this is the reason why feminism has played these bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Go back up a little bit.
Can we go up? All right.
See, like I had to tell her, stop trying to move the goalpost. She's an adult. She had the well-off husband. She's doing well for herself. Why can't people just be happy? This is the reason why jealousy and hatred runs rampant in today's society. And then look what else I put. I put a flag on the fucking play.
A yellow flag.
Yellow card. Fuck that.
And here says Charles Farley, you must like fucking young girls if you think she's an adult. Ain't jealous, but it's a fact. It's still teens on the end of her age. And so no, she's not a woman.
Okay, right. Can you send this motherfucker in the military? Like, I want to speak to the chat, right? We got about 30 something people here, almost 40. I want to speak to the chat. Can we send this chick to fucking college where she's going to be treated like what? Can we send her to the military and she's going to be treated like what? If she goes into the work world and get a goddamn 9 to 5, what is she going to be treated like? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, Cortez Smith said it best. They want us to wait for black women to be ran through and we can accept the leftovers. Fuck that. So wait a minute. If you're her boss, are you going to treat her like a child or are you going to treat her like a fucking adult? See, look at the contradicting shit. But these are the same motherfuckers who've been ran through like a football field, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pussy look like a track meet.
Oh wow. All right, let's go down.
You telling me at 19, right? At 19, I'll tell you from personal experiences. When I was 19, 9/11 happened, okay? 9/11. Already in the military for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think the U.S. government was going to tell me, oh, you a kid, stay home?
Nope. They say you better get your ass out there and kill them Arabs for your country.
So why are we allowed to pick and choose when you are an adult and when you're not?
Mm-hmm.
See, it's all to fit the narrative that you're losing. You don't want to be in shape. You don't want to be hospitable. You don't want to be friendly. You want everything your way. You think you're supposed to get married. But every time I look at these motherfuckers' husbands, they look like trash.
Mm-hmm.
They look like underachievers. You know why? I like this. I like to salute the Obsidian for saying this. Water seeks its own level.
Yep.
Excuse me. Goddamn
Mhm.
cigar hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Pass that shit. But once
All right.
again, the ugliness of the situation bodes out. It bodes out well.
Mm-hmm.
It bodes out well. See, this is the reason why your community is fucked. Because you have one little wannabe Afrocentric chick, probably the closest time she been to Africa is watching a replay of Coming to America. Well, let's scroll down some more. Let me see. Oh, you got it already there. Well, my man were older than me, and my mother was fine with it, but I'm pretty sure they dated while she was in high school, but love has no age. I honestly say, if my daughter, that shit would, if it was my daughter, that shit wouldn't be. That's all I know. So when your daughter does the same as you, oh, she can't do what you did. You know, Anthony Taylor and others, Oni and other audience members. Guess
Mhm.
what? A lot of these chicks had children in their teenage years,
Yeah.
unmarried.
Yeah. And not only that, they're unmarried, but now sometimes do that. They either stay with them or go and move on and get do it again with next to and have kids. And the question is asked: when does the cycle really ends? Because you're not getting anything out the fuck. To be honest with you, besides maybe some children.
I swear to God, Terrell, you might be on to something. I'm going to the Kingdom Hall to get me a good clean.
Hey, I tell you what, for the church, certain churches have some value in this climate.
The pro-black chicks are some of the worst. Yeah, the closest she ever been to Africa was watching fucking Black Panther. Shout out to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, power paradise. See, these phony baloney bitches, if they actually went to Africa, guess what? That 15-year-old girl is going to get married off.
Mhm.
Because you cannot trust a lot of these chicks with their womb. I've showed you picture after picture, profile after profile. None of them are to be trusted.
Mm-hmm. This woman said she had no problem with it. You know what I'm saying, good for her. She's an adult and he's an adult. Therefore, I don't give a F. If you have an issue with 19 being considered a legal adult, that's an entirely different conversation. There are actual child brides in this country being sold to predators by their parents. Legal guardian all the time. If you want to be mad about something, be mad at that. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Let me see who she look like. Wonderful. All right, good. All I have to say, but not all I could say, that when this is all over, what's the next dude going to do to one up Houston? They're going to be fighting, and she says, shut the F up and marry Marcus Houston. I don't need this, wherever it is. And I think that wraps that up. You can end the share screen.
See, we're gonna I'm gonna open it up real quick because
Yeah, just end the stream. Screen.
Okay, good. We're gonna open it up real quick because, oh my God, this is too funny, man. Terrell, get your ass up here, man. Terrell, get your ass up here.
All right, good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Terrell, just come up here.
I guess my work has been fulfilled. I'm sorry, doing the work of God. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better contribute to the engineer, man. I get efforts to this shit,
donate
man.
to the channel, donate to the engineer. Oh my God, this shit is funny. Remember, a lot of people would have said I'm lying with this mentality.
Mhm.
We're gonna need some people to talk about this shit. I hope I get a few good ladies up here, some few good fellas. We
Mhm.
got to talk about this shit. We got to talk about how morally corrupt and bankrupt our community truly.
Mhm.
You're gonna a couple of these chicks. I know they had children as a teenager,
Mhm.
and you're gonna tell me that you wouldn't get married at 19, but you would have a baby at 16.
Oh man.
See the see the see the bull face fuck shit that we deal with as black people.
Man, I don't know. Just don't know, man. That's what give me.
That's
I swear.
I swear to all that is great and all that is mighty. You cannot tell me on a fundamental scale that these motherfuckers are even logical. What's up, Terrell?
How to do? How to do?
What's up? What's your take on this, man?
What the Marcus Houston and that fine, sexy young tenderoni.
Yeah, and also the shit that you read on my Facebook.
Well, frankly, I'm just as jealous as those hating ass females, but I'm just on the other side of it. I am so jealous. I mean, who cares the fact that his career was over the hill by the time she was born?
Yeah,
That's neither here nor there. He got a good pick and she got a good pick.
yeah.
And I have a daughter. If my daughter was 19 years old and she got with not even about the money. I mean, but he's established. And then look where they met. So why would I tell a grown woman at 19 years old what she can and can't do? As long as she's heading in the right direction.
But Terrell, they want you to tell your daughter to go marry a 19-year-old.
Hell no.
Who's gonna be in the struggleville?
They both gonna be in the struggleville at 19. You get married at 19, man. Hell no.
And let's say if your daughter gets married at the same that she found her mate. Okay. We say this with our children. We try, at least as parents. Well, I'm not a parent, but there's a story that we try to put our son daughters in the best position so they could be all right in this environment, especially the daughters. So if you live in a certain area where she can attract and be around men that has establishment and influence and is well established, if she's not married by the time she's in high school, she probably gonna get married by one of these dudes that will take a liking to her and bend her, come see you bend him, and eventually everything clears up. I say go for it. That's how it always has been. Usually the father will sit there and say, we'll give you the blessing to marry my daughter. That's lost in our community. That's why I told you before earlier, Charles, how when Mr. Sams asked the same young 20-something-year-old girl, said, where's your father? Help me to pick these men. Their father's nowhere because they don't want their father to be the seeker and say so in this relationship that they pick.
What's criminal, Terrell, and chaos?
Uh-huh.
Notice all these past their prime, built like 70s pro wrestlers, in shape, out of shape men, built motherfuckers.
Yeah.
With the select few women who saluted the lady, could you tell the jealousy and hate and the vitriol that came out of their mouths?
Yeah.
That's bitterness. That's bitterness. They Marcus Houston wouldn't even look their way.
No.
Or any guys of the likes. That's all it is. They're gonna hate on anybody who's happy. It's not even just for him. How can they hate on the age difference? Every woman I ever met has dated an older man. Come on now. You just mad because it's not you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. That is the status quo. If they try to ask me, they thought I would be in the box and say, would your 19-year-old daughter, if my 19-year-old daughter met a man who loves her for her, I'm speaking to him. First of all, I've already looked at you as a different type of dude if you're coming to me to ask my daughter's hand in marriage. So that means you were taught correctly, wouldn't you say, Terrell?
The hell, I mean, the age difference is not what bothers me. What would bother me? If I was bothered by anything, it would be the fact that any 19-year-old is getting married. But that's your choice. I wouldn't tell them don't do it. I'd just tell them what they might be missing out on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if that's the best man you probably gonna meet, and I mean, I would just be like, look, a lot of these chicks thought that they could meet somebody better.
Yeah.
And they going around the cock carousel about 4 or 5, 50 times.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the only thing I worry about anybody that's 19, man or female. But I mean, yeah. So if you're 19, you have not hit that whole phase yet. So if you ever wake up one day, because that's what happened. That's what happened to me. The whole phase is coming, and hopefully she was raised in the church, and it wasn't too much chaos going on in that church, because churches ain't the spot either to be all sanctified. Even the preachers got dirt on them. But you know, that's my only thing. If I was 19 when I got married, it would have been even a worse disaster.
See, a lot of it is this. Notice how the one chick said I was having fun at 19. I don't know how much fun you could have with people slapping their penises across your face.
Yeah, it depends on what you call fun. It depends on what you call fun.
Huh?
Hold on. I'm checking my things. Yeah, sorry.
You ain't shit for that one, sir.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my goodness. They playing slop happy and shit, you know. But that's the crazy part about it.
Thank you.
That's the crazy part about it, right? Is that go ahead.
Now, I would say though, it's funny. In my younger years, I actually would have been more open to marriage, but the women my age were just like you said. They were having fun. And
how old are you now? How old are you now?
36, and you know, you ain't gonna meet no. You know, we all got dirt now. You ain't gonna meet no sanctified 36-year-old.
Oh no, I'm 38 and I'm tainted to the motherfucker. Oh my goodness.
I agree.
So what J. Cole said, count your numbers and multiply that by 3. That's the woman you going. That's the woman that's out here. That's all that's left.
My man said that chick, the chick who tried to say ill, said she built like a bottle of bleach.
She looked like R. Anderson.
Handline too. But like she had spine busting and DDT the shit out of you.
Let her tell her she's highly sought after. Is that the one that lied and said she married?
I'm gonna tell you one thing that I know about some of these chicks. I went to school with some of these chicks. Okay. Some of these chicks had to date awkward men because they were awkward females to begin with. You had 3 kids with a guy and you only been married to him for 4 years. What the fuck were you waiting for? So you know why? Nobody else wanted you. You had a, well, nobody else is here, might as well. But yet, you think that you some hot shit. You really think that you the cock of the rock. As the old folks used to say, you think you the fucking Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
And I think that's the bulk of the problem. People don't know where they at in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know you was the ugly duckling, you got to stay in your lane.
If you're 3 and you're prime, you ain't gonna upgrade to a 7.
Yeah.
Nah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. It's somebody for everybody.
Yeah. But they're just mad because of their plot in life.
Yeah, they didn't get who they wanted. That's what it was. See, I always got what I wanted. They just didn't act right.
Yeah.
It's like buying a car and you like, this engine ain't what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's just a little ran down.
Yeah,
the chick take off her underwear and her pussy lips look like bed sheets. Oh no, you can't do that. No, I don't want this anymore.
Outside, but the radio don't work.
She looked like she need to go for some balancing and rotating her tires and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Walk into a chick's bathroom if you see like a gallon of fucking vinegar. Something wrong.
I'm of the belief that females experience more rejection than the average male because it's more females than males. So I think that's where the bitterness comes from.
How dare he rejects me? I got a pussy.
Yeah. So does my other 6 picks.
Yeah. But also Faulkner. I got a vagina. How dare men reject me? Hold on. Let me talk to my consensus. Hold on. So does every other woman. But also Faulkner. I'm beautiful. Yes, you only have sexy ankles, and that's it.
That girl got beauty that woman will never experience. They don't sell nothing in the Mac store for that.
They do at Mako.
I'm so jealous. That girl is gorgeous. She probably know how to cook and everything.
God damn, feet probably look better than most of these bitches' faces.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, look at the God damn, looking at that picture, man.
She look edible.
Yes, Lord. See, that's the hate right there. How dare she too skinny? You too fat.
I feel he got to be in the right frame of mind. Marcus Houston done got a lot of pussy in his day. You can't tell me he didn't. So for him to even get married is a W. That's a
and they expect Marcus Houston to marry a bitch like them. 40. And if you notice all these pictures, why do they always got to show their ass? A female shape her waist should not be wider than her ass. like
I do. I feel for them. Her picks are limited in life. How many kids you said she got?
3.
Well, she's allegedly married, so who cares? She got what she wanted, I guess.
I mean, you had to wait for like what? You said you're together for 18. You had to wait for what? 14 years to get it because nobody else wanted it. Like, let's tell the truth. If a better man would have came to her and said, "I'll take you and your kids," before they got married, she'd have been gone on her broomstick and just floated off.
Well, sometimes once you start having kids and you hitting your 30s, marriage becomes a practicality, meaning, oh, he got a good job with benefits. Let's get married. I need some health insurance.
He treats me so good. like lady. Like, see, usually I like to call women who are extraordinarily beautiful the Ark of the Covenant. You can't look direct at it or it'll disintegrate you.
Oh, yeah. I met something like that. I couldn't even look him in the eye.
I like to call some of these chicks the opposite of it. I like to call them the gates of hell. You look right at it, it's going to corrupt you. You're like, oh, fuck no.
Something like that to turn me into Steve Urkel. He's stuttering for no reason.
Like, see, we gotta point out, jealousy doesn't come from the men. We happy for the brother. I'm like, yo, you was immature for years. You were with sister playing Roger. You had a solo career. Ain't no way in hell.
I don't see what they mad at. Even if he did know her when she was 12, he wasn't fucking her then.
Yeah.
What about people that grow up in small towns? It's the same thing. You might meet somebody when they a minor, but you don't start dating until they're of age.
They're of age.
I mean, in my early 20s, you might see a 17-year-old and be like, "When your birthday?"
Yeah. Yeah.
It's your birthday? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're not supposed to admit that.
Shit, I'm a realist, man. I'm get the hell out of here.
She too young. You too used up. It's like that song. You can use me till you use me up. Burn, 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 burn.
And I mean, we in a different world. Girls are looking older. You actually have to ask their age anyway in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like a car stop. License and registration, please.
Yeah, I remember being at a family reunion and I'm talking to one of my cousins I just met, and I'm like, asking her about the city she live in, and does she have a boyfriend, all that. And her mother overheard us talking. She was like, "Boyfriend? She's 15?" And I said, "What? Oh my God!" The girl, the way she was dressed, she looked 25.
Yeah, you looking at your cousins and shit. You let her come out the house like that?
I'm thinking
you better put some goddamn barrettes in her hair or some shit.
I'm thinking she closer to my age. I'm thinking I can have fun out there in Omaha, Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hook me up with your friends. She's 15. Oh shit.
They don't talk about that. And then, let's talk some real shit. How many of these motherfuckers be sneaking out the house, staying over the houses of older boys and men?
Man, they ain't even doing that these days. They're sneaking the boys in the house.
Mm-hmm. End up getting pregnant. How you pregnant? Immaculate conception.
Well, that's the type of female that'll be mad at Marcus Houston, but throw her 15-year-old daughter a baby shower.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you touched on that.
Yeah.
I have a strong belief that no fucking 15-year-old needs a fucking baby shower, because I might be trying to knock the baby out of you from slapping the shit out of you.
Maybe they could throw her a shower in the orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll be damned.
Like, you're right, Cortez Smith. Mamas allow it. I'm not praising you for your mediocrity and obsolescence. I'm sorry. That's like giving somebody a fucking PlayStation 5 for having all Fs.
Right.
But you only hear this from women, right? Not all women, but the ignorant motherfuckers. But a child is a blessing. Well, bitch, you the one who got to take care of it because she doesn't have a job. Like, y'all just want your daughters and granddaughters to grow up in poverty like you.
First of all, the act of making a child is an extracurricular activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not doing good at your regular activities if you're still living in my house. So you don't have time to have sex. You need to be working somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you bring home a check, tell me you get in your own apartment, you can have quadruplets for all I care. As long as you get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm. If you're grown enough to be fucking, you're grown enough to have your own.
Lord knows my kids haven't reached that stage yet, but like any other parent, you kind of wait for the day they hit 18.
Mm-hmm.
I damn sure wouldn't want to be a grandparent and the child and my child and their child still in my face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cortez Smith said, "I can't tell." Cortez, I can't tell how many 13 to 15-year-old baby showers I've seen back in the day in 2008.
Shit.
Man, my parents would have beat your ass with a Thundercat tune and a Power Grayskull.
I didn't even know Kids Gap sells maternity wear.
How the hell? Think about it. How the hell do you actually have the audacity to have a baby seat? Okay, I'm trying my best not to beat up on the ladies, but fuck it.
But look, you see what the onus is, right?
Yeah, keep real. Tell them.
If you have a daughter who gets pregnant and your father living, she's in your house, you're a failure. But for women, it's a celebration. We're gonna throw a baby shower.
Exactly.
Nobody's wagging their finger at a mother.
Because number one, at 15, take your ass to school. Well, that boys don't want shit from you but your pussy. You little motherfucker, you still pissing in the bed. But he said he said I'm beautiful.
Shit.
Then I tell you, stop listening to them ugly ass boys. Said the same shit to my niece. Don't go messing with none of these raggedy, dumbass little Negroes. Ain't worth shit. Why don't you go around to the colleges and go mess with some of the dudes up there who about to be something? And if he's about something, lock his ass down. Try to make something with somebody who's gonna be something in life. Guess which option she picked? The ragamuffin motherfucker.
That's exciting though.
Huh?
That's exciting though. That's what they want at that age. Real exciting.
You know what's exciting? MMA, CrossFit, and pro wrestling. Pick one.
You ain't mentioned boxing.
You know. They picked the poorest, the dirtiest motherfuckers to have babies with. Once again, notice their little profile pictures. You don't see them with their husbands. You don't see the husband in the picture with the kids or the man. I'm like, some of y'all y'all have 3 babies by 3 different men.
And Charles, and let me say something, T. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've witnessed looking at each picture. Average 3 children. Some of them are probably over 25, probably 30s, in their 30s. And what they have show for it, you hear them talking about, say, you got married too young. But you carrying children and not even married at all. So really, truly, there's no difference. Matter of fact, I tell most young women, that's the last person you want to take advice from. Because they'll tell you the same thing that they got themselves fucked up.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? Let's just tell the truth about this. At 19 years old, she outclassed each one of them chicks complaining about him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You sure did.
First of all, I like to preach from the book of Kevin Samuels for a minute. If you don't have the looks, you will not be in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the social grace, you will not be in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not fit, you definitely will not be in the conversation. Sorry. Well, a man's going to have to love me for who I am. Yeah, from afar.
Shit. He called her young and humble. I'm so jealous. I just worry about like her friends. You know what I mean? Because when I was 19, I had a girlfriend probably for about 4 years into my 20s. And it was what her friends were doing. It's always the friends that pull them away. You know what I mean? Or we going to the club. We doing this. We doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have a man. They want to get you in some shit. So yeah, we can all be single. We can all stay out all night. That's what it is.
I got a fucking bona fide millionaire with influence. Let's see how we can fuck this up.
Hey, you know what? You would do that to you. I hope she keep her head on straight. It's not him I worry about. It's her.
I mean,
Well,
I look at that. They're in a good spot. Only thing is that with any relationship, you got to make it work. And since Marcus' first actual official marriage, he knows what it's going to take, what he needs to do. So I don't think we have to wait from her end to keep up because she's going to learn, grow up because she's with a much more experienced man.
but she's
That's
got to
all.
be willing to listen because when
Trust me.
that I will say
Trust
about the
me.
age difference. because-
Trust me. She has no choice. Listen, and let me tell you why. Because she was groomed in the church, so she's gonna be around a very tight circle. You get me, bro?
Well, that circle better include other married women because that is a big problem.
Trust me. Trust me. They will. Trust me. And let me tell you something about the women that says about this. They hoping that this marriage breaks up quick and soon, so they have something to talk about. And I'm gonna go look at them. And say, well, when was your ring finger on Phil? I'll wait.
They had an
And-
onion
and-
ring on their finger.
And let's go further. She has a millionaire in her portfolio, like Miss Scott has said. So anything happens, let's say God willing something happens, she can get another rich man because she's young and she's already picking already. So let them eat that. Now we have a new person on the platform, Platinum Elite. What's good, bro?
What's up with you, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up, Platinum?
What's up with you, Charles? Congratulations, bro. I saw you go over, man. You killing it over here.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm humble and I'm proud that everybody loves the content.
Mhm.
Yeah, but on that, look, your female, you got to keep your female in check. So she married. She's 19 and married. Okay, that's you're gonna get you some babies up out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That a good 10-year run. You don't even put 10 years on that. So I'm gonna be with her for 10. She's 29. Maybe if things go, she might go. She go crazy. But I'm gonna get about 6 kids up out of that. That's the only reason being married at 19. Why even get married at 19 if you ain't gonna have kids? That doesn't make sense.
That thing ain't even fully ripened yet. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
What's not fully right?
That thing she got on her?
It's right. It's right. Biologically, it's right before that. But I'm not gonna get into that. But I'm just saying she can produce kids at a young age.
No, I'm saying, but it's still ripening. You know what I'm saying? That's a tenderoni right there.
Oh yeah,
I follow what you're saying. But yeah, but I mean, like you can get you some sons out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to some lineage. See,
Yeah.
but that's the other thing those old bitches mad about. Are you going to be able to give that man babies? You know what the first thing these chicks will do? They will have a whole rack of fucking kids. I mean, they will have the NBA playoffs coming right out of their pussy. And then when you get with them, are you going to have another kid? No, I'm done having kids.
Yeah. So it lets me know that a lot of men that, let's say, is super high value, if we want to use this word, right? You're out of the market. Matthew, you've been clapped out already after the first kid. Ain't nobody look at you. You're not even exquisite. So right there, that's out in the future. You could be working for the rest of your life, bitch. Like most Americans.
Right.
Like
At
most
19
Americans, you gonna work. Think about it, bro. When's she gonna work? At 19 years old and got a millionaire. You barely see her doing anything but lift a muscle. And that's just the honest truth.
I see no reason why, man, other than he wants somebody to talk to. I don't know why that would happen, but why would you marry a woman who's not gonna have your kids?
Exactly.
Mhm.
What's going on, panel?
What's up, Zeke?
What's up with you?
And he don't have no kids?
I think
No,
he
yeah,
has one daughter.
Yeah, he has one. His daughter's the same age as her. That's what one chick told me.
Word.
He said, but she has a daughter that's the same age as her. I said, so I know one of my family members got was it one of them? He married a woman that's younger than, probably 20 years younger than him, right? And his daughter's like only a few years difference. So I'm not sure what's their point on that. You get me?
I'm jealous of him too.
And he's up there in age too. So you know that. I'm saying.
You know that pisses women off on that pisses women off on another level. When the girl that you marry or you're dating is around the same age as your child, especially if it's a daughter.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
You know why? Because
Nope.
they
Go
can't
ahead.
do it.
I damn sure wouldn't bring my sons around if that was me. Not my sons.
They can't do the same thing men could do. We get better with age. They spoil like milk.
See, Charles, I can't have me no young girl anyway. You know, they might want babies. I done had a vasectomy, man. I ain't having no more kids. I'd rather take the barrel body girl with the 3 kids. She'll be my Wednesday freak. That's it. Let me get
You better be running because she might
not
overpower
Miss
you.
Wednesday. Not Miss Wednesday.
It's
She
fun
Miss
trying.
Wednesday. I'm gonna make sure I come early so I can get a piece of them food stamps. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
fun. If I was in your shoes, I would never tell her that. If it's fun trying.
You're right. I'm practicing that now.
You know what? You know it's fucked up. These bitches built like a Mario brother complaining about this fine motherfucker.
Look, Charles, I'm gonna need you to stop with the one-liners. Built like Mario Brother.
They built like a Mario brother.
What, Luigi or Mario? Which one is
They
it?
they built like both of them motherfuckers. Look like
Like King
Mario.
Cooper.
Hey,
King Cooper built bitches.
I should have took my phone out. This chick, I swear, it's funny. She had on some shorts, right? All her ass, all of it, plus an inch more was exposed.
Man.
And I couldn't believe she was walking around that, you know, like everything was shown.
That's why I carry an ice cream scooper.
Well, you need it for that because it was the cellulite, you know, all the extra cellulite, the varicose veins.
Did she have bullet wounds?
No, I didn't see that. No, you know, I mean, like she was probably
C-sections?
she was probably a four,
Whoa.
but she
A
was
size 40?
no. Well, she's a 4, like from a scale of 0 to 10. She probably was a 4.
No. I don't want that.
And she had all of her behind, just all of it out in some
Well, she needed
shorts.
some attention.
Oh.
Well, she got attention because it was more so shock value than it was, you know, a sexual attraction.
Ew.
You know, it's funny because we're talking about, you know, how women are built, and Kevin Samuels does this, and it's a shock. It's shocking to women when he's like, how tall are you? How big are you? And they'll say, you know, 5 this, and I weigh this much, and he's like, you're a linebacker size, and they'll be insulted at first, and then he'll mention somebody's name, or he'll be like, such and such, this height, this weight. So actually, you're a little worse because you're 6 inches shorter. You know, or you're 5 inches shorter, but you weigh 215, you weigh 230, whatever, you weigh 220, like, and it's like,
Heavy duty.
yo, yeah, and it I know that must hit women in a different way, because it's like, you thought he was joking at first until he gave you a list of linebackers,
Right, so he
and it was
gave
like,
you the
yo,
stats.
exactly. You know, and I said this to Charles once. I got into it with Sulcus Ray because I started putting numbers in her comments on her live, and she fucking flipped on me. And it just let me know, like, women want the plausible deniability. They want to go out there with their insane ideas and standards. And when you start giving them the numbers, and they're like, don't tell me. I don't want to know that shit. I just want to go out here all freestyle. And if I get my heart broken, so be it. But I don't want to know that I went out here sounding insane.
Yeah, it's stupid because it was one chick on Kevin's channel, right? She was 6 foot 220. I'm like, Ray Lewis is 6'1",
That's
245.
220. Oh,
Like, no man wants to date a woman the same size as him.
we could play a pickup game.
You know, she could play she could play outside linebacker.
Wow.
Think about that.
Nah,
Think about that.
She get cut. She get cut.
She not allowed to wear heels.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could. You can't tell women that shit. Like, that's, you know, like, you can't. Yeah, you just can't tell. I don't know. Like, especially over the past 40 years, where we've been doing this. Go ahead.
No, her weight is mostly fat, and it was not muscle. When you talk about a guy that's 5'2", 235 in the NFL, he's probably got 3% body fat, 4%, 5%. It's real low. He's nothing but muscle. These women are coming at 50%, 40%, you know, real 13% body fat. There's no way, even though they got the dimensions, they just get run over. They get trucked.
But if they,
I mean,
if they
look
back
at that.
the same dimensions across, they could play the NFL.
Nah, because it's fat. It's not muscle. It's not strength either. See, it's not even just the density or the weight. It's the strength behind it. So a guy gets loose, gets his knees going, and they truck right through him. They get down.
I'm trying to think. I'm 5'10", 280. Like, what the fuck do I look like? I don't mind a chick who's 5'10", 6 foot, but you better not be too anything.
Charles, you got me by 100 pounds, but only 1 inch in height. God damn, because I'm like 185. I think I just went on the scale at Publix like maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and I'm like 185. God damn. Hey, Charles, I'm about to shoot your ass, man. I'm not fighting no Charles. I will not fight a Charles. Fuck that. Hell no, Charles.
It ain't fat, dude. Don't let him grab you.
It ain't
for real, right? I'm not trying to fight nobody Charles size. Fuck that. See, they make guns for niggas like me, so I don't have to fight niggas like you. I can cheat and shoot your ass and walk off and go home. Hopefully.
And I'm just thinking about it. The fuck I want a chick that's 230. Like 230? Yo. Bret Hart was like 6'1", 235. The fuck? Like you like pro wrestler status.
No, but it's your strength too, though. Like if she's 6'2", 280, but her bench press is like 45 pounds. It's strength too.
Yeah, but who wants the dimensions of that shit, man? She built like a road warrior.
Nah, she's not that muscular. They're not that.
What you said? Built like a roadmaster, like an old Buick or something?
No, she built like a road warrior, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom.
Oh no, Rasta, no.
Actually, those women that you're talking about like that, though, they actually tend to be They tend to actually be 145, 180 at their maximum. You know, what they got the neck muscles, the abs, the thighs.
I don't mind. I like athletic girls. Don't get me wrong, because one of my favorite Olympic things is like track and field. I'm like a perv looking at track and field. But
I like that track body too. I'm a baby booby type of dude. I like small breasts too. I love that.
Like do me a favor, Chaos. Pull up the Gonzalez twins. Pull up the Gonzalez twins, and I'm gonna share it for everybody to see.
What happened?
Pull up the Gonzalez twins.
Who's those? Who those?
You'll see.
Yeah, I don't.
Twins. All right, hold on. Let me.
The Gonzalez twins. They used to play college basketball.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, I know you're joking, but I don't like saying that's superb because as a man, you're going to be attracted to women, and those women jumping. Those women jumping hurdles, hitting volleyballs, involved in athletic sports. Those women just are very attractive. Fit women.
Oh, yeah.
I like a track and field booty.
Gonzalez.
What do we think about Serena's build?
Me and her built similar. I don't like it.
I like Serena's femininity. I like that she's very feminine.
No, she isn't.
Well, she is. No, she. You don't think she's feminine at all?
Fuck no.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
she just needs to soften up a little.
I mean, I know she. I mean, I seen her whine about race, but other than that, I mean, she seems like a girl to me. I don't get the mess.
She just a little hard body though.
Yeah, her body, yeah, but I'm saying the way she speaks and the way she carries herself, she comes off.
Her face looks like mine, dude. When I'm clean shaven.
But even though she might look like that when she speaks and stuff, I think I look at her as a girl. She just comes across me as a girl, even though she lifts weights. I haven't picked up that she's a very masculine type of person.
She has a man.
I don't get masculine from her either. Actually.
Look how she treats.
Yeah.
Look at a video of how she treats her husband.
All right.
Well, he's very feminine. He's not masculine at all. So that's going to happen. That's just the yin. That's the yin and the yang. That's the yin and the yang.
She puts a wig on his ass.
No.
String out one of her.
That's
she has a video. when she put a wig on him,
Okay.
and she's like, sit still, and she's doing the wig, trying to fix her wigs while she's using his head. Fuck no, no man is gonna do that.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's our existence.
Charles,
Like-
for real, there's a video like that for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I'm gonna share
Send
this
me
video. Ru-
Wow.
These are college basketball players. Okay, go through the images of these
Ooh.
motherfuckers.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
Go to their gym pics.
All right.
You know, it says in Genesis, I think in the Bible, right? As UNLV, yeah, Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Go
Can you
further
see?
down. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Zoom on that motherfucker right there.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, in
Do they
shape,
look-
great shape.
Do they look athletic?
Yeah, to me
Do
they
they
do.
look? Do they look feminine?
Yeah, they look feminine to me. They look like they fit. You know, I haven't talked to them.
They're 5'10". They're at least about 165 because they carry around muscle.
Yeah, because they're athletes. Yeah.
I bet you they look even better pregnant.
Well, they're healthy. They're healthy. You can have about eight babies out of each.
Hey, pregnant by who exactly?
Anybody, it don't
Me.
matter. It don't
Oh,
matter.
man, you were supposed to say pregnant by me.
Don't act like you ain't never smashed somebody else pregnant girl.
But see, look,
Yo, I never have. I've never smashed pregnant before.
Hold
Never
it.
smashed
I'm a
pregnant.
foul nigga, Charles. Charles, the time a foul nigga.
Hold that picture right there. Right, you see that picture? You see that picture
Good
right
God
there?
Almighty.
No.
No. Look,
Okay, yeah. Stop
God
that. Just
damn
hold
it.
that.
Zoom that motherfucker in.
I don't know if I could. Let me see if I can get a better picture.
Oh.
By the grace of God.
Zoom that picture in because goddamn.
Mm.
Hold on.
Right there. Hold that. Zoom that in.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Damn them thine eyes. Damn them thine eyes.
You got Charles. You got to maximize play like the full screen because it's better instead of just zooming in. You should be able to center on your StreamYards.
Just did.
Okay,
Alright.
right there. This is the thing you got to remember. I understand they're young. They want to do their careers. They're career focused. They want to, but this is the time they should be bearing fruit for the man because they're healthy.
You crazy, man.
No, this is the time. I'm saying because they're so healthy.
Yeah.
Now is the time they should be bearing fruit. If you allow her to convince you to wait, that's a mistake. Now you got to have the fruit. If anything should wait, it should be the career. It should be the running, the jumping. It's okay. You're healthy. You're now. Let's begin. Forget anything else.
See,
I want to go. Go ahead, man.
But I'm gonna say this, and I'm I'm glad you said that, Elite. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said. For all you lazy chicks, remember the excuses you use not to be in the gym. They have muscularity. They have ass because they do squats. They're basketball players, so they're always jumping. They have tight bodies. There is no excuse for you. I keep telling women, look, if you divorced or you single, the first damn thing you need to do, the first two things you need to do, one, learn how to be feminine, and two, join a gym. You should be religiously in a gym. It should be your alpha and omega.
Let me caution the fellas, okay? I had this fitness guru.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question after this. Go ahead. Should I ask?
Go ahead.
This is these women are mixed. Who's their parents? Who's black? Well, somebody black, somebody Spanish, white. What's this?
So I'm guessing maybe father is Latino.
The father is like Afro Latino.
Okay.
And what about the mother?
White.
And the mother is Latin.
It's white.
White. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's why. Okay.
Yeah. But you know the nothing about our system. Going back to who someone said they should be bearing fruit now, but nothing about Western systems promote that. Everything about Western system is pushing men and women, honestly, to not really engage in that until you damn near 30 something. That's why I'm not
all right,
100% mad at
you can-
women about this shit, because the system pushes them to go to school and to do these type of things and not really worry about children until they damn near 30.
You think so?
Yeah,
all right,
bro.
Well, they not
Charles,
listening to the system.
The average age of marriage in America for women right now is like 27, 28. That's the average age for women to be getting married. That's women across the board in America. That's why sometimes when Kevin Samuel speak, I'm like, that's not actually accurate. They're not getting married at 23, 24. They're getting married at 28, 27, 28, 29. And you better believe that age is going to go up too.
No, let's say this. They get married later, but you know when they start having actual children? At 31, 32. If you look at we break down numbers. We break down numbers. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this instead. Since we're on Google,
Brother said,
let's check the average age of women giving birth.
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah,
That'd be
because
nice to
there's
know.
chicks I went to high school with that got grown kids in college now, and I'm 30.
Yeah, but
God damn, man.
That might be true, because I remember there's a couple that for me also, but I go, that's anecdotal. I really like to know the number, so to kind of put it in context.
So you saying the after school specials back in the 90s started working, and there's not too many teen mothers going on?
Somebody sounds underwater.
All right. Yeah. Charles, share my. Let me do a share screen again. There's two projections, and I think there's an article which we'll click on to. Share screen again.
You might not want to do average American, because white women and black women are in two different categories.
Yeah, but we're doing the average because they have to imply that too. But right here, I was right. Roughly 31, 32. Y'all see this?
For childbearing. See, the white women throwing them numbers off because there's more white women.
Compared to 23.6 years for women who don't have a degree. This is the average now.
So 26 is for no degree, 31 is for degree, is what you're saying.
No, it said here the average age to have babies for women varies based on their material status, education, and where they live in the U.S. For example, the average age to have a baby for women with a college degree, 30 years old. Well, actually, 30 years old, compared to 23.8 years for women who don't have degrees. What's the average age to having a baby in the U.S.? The balance. Let's click. And to be honest with you, there was an article that really did say that one chick that's 24, she don't have kids yet. So she passed that. And here's the curve. The age of first marriage by gender, 1890 to 2018. I just see it screws up a little bit. The average age of marriage in the U.S. is 27. Actually, it's 28. For men, the average age for marriage is roughly 30, and an increase of nearly decades over past centuries. In 1920, the average woman got married at 22, while men marry at 25, which I think, and men historically gotten married later than women. The age gap between them closens. The average women are 2 years younger than men when getting married for the first time. Okay. Only 20% of Americans aged 18 to 34 were married in 2008, compared to 59% in 1978. The numbers of people choosing to live together without being married is also increasing. In 2008, 15% of adults aged 25 to 34 lived with an unmarried partner, up from 12% in 2008 and around 5% in 1978. In other words, men and women aren't necessarily in a rush to put ring on it, which we know that's by design. Getting married can be a good thing financially in many ways. Going from one income to two, for example, can make it easier to get a grip on debt repayment of advance your saving goal, which you can click here. Having a partner to help with savings and investment can also help. You create a bright outlook retirement, and when you have someone working with you monthly budget, that creates a certain level of accountability. which can motivate you to keep spending the check. And let's go down. Coming on. Oh, this is gibberish.
Granted, if you split things down the middle.
How to decide when to get married. Pinning down when best time is to get married can be tricky, and it involves taking a look at your individual and joint financial picture together. Having an ongoing conversation about your finance can help you decide whether it makes sense to get married while you're younger or wait a little while until you financially have improved. Ask yourself this question to help decide whether things or timing is right for marriage. One, how much debt do you have individually or jointly? Well, we all know most Americans, especially women, got debt through college. Can we all agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that plays a heavy factor. Would the way we paying these debts change our marriage? Well, let's say most Americans went to school and they had no debt. That will greatly increase the chance of marriage, but there's factors in that, and I add that on because nowadays, if you look at our women, they are too big. Because if you look at the picture we show through Charles' page that said they don't want marriage and all that stuff, you see how they keep themselves? May I go on? Would getting married yield and save where our insurance and tax are concerned? Well, I've just discovered that women are taxed when you get married. Now you have to put the woman, and now she's taxed. One time, decades ago, that was not the case, but now it is. So that affects that too in this climate now. How much do we have in savings, individual and jointly? That's a financial issue that most Black people can figure that out. What matters most to each other, or where saving is concerned? Do we share common savings goals? How do our income compare? If there is a wide gap in our income, how would that impact things like budget, debt repayment, and savings? And one and both of us have debt. Would either of us feel more comfortable waiting until the debt is repaid to get married? Now, this I have a problem with. We should ask the biggest question, and that'll be for another stream. And I don't know if I have to re-look at this again, about how many people, let's say our people, have actually paid off their student loan debt.
Shit, I ain't never paying that off.
So really, that takes a whole more 9% of us out of the picture, especially if you didn't get a free ride to college, which a lot of people still go to college. Last time I checked. Ultimately, the person's decision, and that's it. So we go back, and let's go down. I think was the arc I clicked. Okay, product state, believe number 203. No.
They ain't mention love nowhere in that article. They talk about money.
I mean, well, they said it is a business, but back then we were not thinking about no business when our grandparents got married. You know, so
Well,
They like
it still was a
rarely, if
business.
ever, mention love.
It was
Yeah.
a business.
They like rarely. Go ahead.
No,
yeah.
it was a business because everybody had a role. Nowadays, that women think they're men. Some men want to be women, and there's no set role.
Mhm.
So you're not gonna run the business in the institution of marriage that way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to stay in their lane, stay in their role.
Hey, shout out to Brother Chaos for breaking that down for us. Let me get a woo in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. And right here, hold on, before you say some, Charles, right here, it shows again the average age for first-time mothers, 30 years old.
Really?
So actually,
For college. Remember, it was 23 for no college and 30 for
yeah,
college,
yeah,
right?
you're right. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
The first
That's
article was
still
more
insane.
sincere. Yeah.
You got to
That's so
realize
crazy.
that because number one, what happens to chicks when they reach college? College, you leave typically around 21, 22, 23.
It's
So
actually
they're gonna-
23. It's 23 now. And I think it probably increased now because usually not everybody finished in 4 years in college now. Last
Yeah,
decade
it's
and a
actually
half,
pretty hard to finish in 4 years.
it's now 5 years. Some people say they have finished, but from if you double check now, the average now, most people stay in college average 5 years. No one finished on time. That's a lie. So it's really 23 is the average age somebody will possibly finish college. On the average, not 22. And I hear echoes. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because I can go on and on. You know how this thing goes. Where's my thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me put it back to normal.
Does everybody see what I'm saying? These systems, man. These systems are. That's why I don't have this literal anger and rage towards women and black women specific, because I get it. Like the systems are pushing us to separate, to only get together long enough to have a child, maybe, and then separate. You know, these systems are not
For real.
conducive to human development in actuality. So you'll just have a lot of nice things and maybe a nice car and a nice house with nobody else in it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it's policy. It is
Story of my life.
policy.
Going
It's
back to what
called-
BGS is.
It's called policy. The policies give them the incentives not to get married. Why do you think she can say my mother and my grandmother, but I bet you her mother and grandmother aren't married?
Yeah.
Not anymore. Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
yeah, right, not anymore because we gotta talk. The grandma probably was lucky to get married, but the mother, if she was born in the 70s, highly she might not got married if she carried herself some way. Highly.
That or she got married kind of late.
Remember, see, this is the reason why I don't get upset with women. Y'all ready for the secret?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Go in.
Because
Go in.
I judge them what they do and not what they say. If you don't, so what's the point of you being with your husband? It's not love. Oh, well, I don't need a man's leadership. Yes, you do, because you have kids that are either his or not his. So what's the difference? Well, I don't need a man's leadership, but you still broke.
For real.
You're still fat. You're literally like 4'10", and you look
Yeah.
pretty, and you look like Stay Puft the Marshmallow Man.
Rasta, no. But you know what, Charles? It's not even just broke.
Center line right
You're
there.
broke and you're miserable. You're broke and you're miserable. If you're gonna be honest about the fact that you're not happy also. It would have been one thing if you were broke, but you were kind of happy with somebody. But you broke, miserable, and single.
And they're gonna all read this. They're gonna go to this fucking. They're gonna go to this fucking page here, and they're gonna pull out. See, I told you they hate women. No, it's not even close. It's the fact that we're taking it from a strategic and scientific level. What have you done to make the community better? Well, the men should know. What have you done to make the community better?
But it's all on the man, Charles.
It's supposed to be
To them.
To them, it's supposed to be. But here's the
Look, that reminds me of when I was asked, why don't I ever want to get married again? And I said, well, I'll consider it when a female tells me what's in it for me. Every time I ask that question, it gets quiet. You know, they could not tell me. And I'm like, well, what the hell? Weird.
because they
Well,
don't
Did they give you a
that
study
because
show?
They're not even gonna tell you companionship. Like that's so easy. It
Nah,
don't really mean nothing in a major way, but they don't even say that. That's
Tell me
easy. That's a
something.
throwaway one.
Yeah. Give me
They didn't
some
give you
vocabulary
the
words.
they didn't give you the Singer Joe's answer. The status. Well, it's us.
Usually when they talk about marriage, it's about them and how beautiful the ceremony is going to be.
Yeah.
With the money I make, they're probably thinking about how the bills are going to be paid. When I say what's in it for me, it's like huh?
me.
Status.
Yeah, I'm good. I am good. I'm the type of dude that sleep with my shoes on. I can't stay long.
Wow. Damn.
Wow. Damn.
With the chucks on or the boots on, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When they talk about marriage, they're not talking about the institution or the relationship established or the business arrangement. They're talking about the ceremony.
Yeah.
That's it.
They don't want to. They want to be married, but they don't want to have the marriage.
They want the
Because
princess for the day, Charles. It's the wedding. And the marriage is your responsibility. The wedding is hers. So it's just that day for her. And the rest of the life is your part.
I'll put it in perspective for you, Charles. I don't know if I ever told you the story. The day I got married, right? Nice ceremony, the best we could do at the time. You know, after the reception and everything, we went home and slept in separate beds. And that's pretty much how the marriage went from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You say you slept in separate beds?
Yeah, on the wedding night. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a horrible precedent to set. That's a horrible precedent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to look at it. You got to look at it. Women have a very selfish. I understand because of the hypergamy. They have a very selfish view. They thinking. I keep telling you, women think in nest, men think in legacy. We think of how the world's going to remember us 100 years from now. They think about, hey, we just did a pod stream.
Wouldn't you say as a man that men are easy to please? Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah, man.
Or am I alone on that? I mean, I always say no.
Well, it said life is easy, so
yeah, no homo, but I always say I was born the wrong sex because men, you can just always tell men we all easy. It ain't no, you don't need to read a textbook on us. Women, oh my God. You think you're doing the right thing? They're gonna be unhappy anyway. It's just how
because
they feel.
they're all feelings. That's what I learned from panels like this. It's all feelings, man.
Right.
It's a win.
Right. That's all it is. That's all
And
it is.
I'm a fairly young brother. I'm 27, bro. I'll be 28 in about a couple months. That's what I learned. I see it every day. Just being in a relationship I am. It's like, you think they're kind of logical, but nah, it's all feelings.
Being a brother that's about half a decade older than you. I'm 33. I'm gonna be 34 next month.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll tell you is the way you sound is the way a lot of men across all the races sound right now. And it's this borderline defeated sound like, nigga, we can't win. It's the realization that you can't win that kills men. Because we try to find, as men, you try to find the win. Okay, what can I do to get to the finish line, to the goal?
Right.
And what you realize with women is there's no win. And
That's
what you hear.
You can win, but not while you're married. At least not for me. But what you can do is
not while you're married.
Y'all married? Y'all married? Anybody?
No, I'm not married. I'm not married.
Nah, I'm in the process of that.
Winning. You don't
Married to the game.
You already winning.
Married to the game.
no, I'm married. No,
I
I'm
sound like a
married.
rapper right now.
You are already winning, and you don't even know it.
Wow.
We're doing all right. I'm doing all right for now.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm in the process.
I do have a girlfriend right now. I mean, you know that I am with someone, but marriage is we had that conversation, and it's like that's a minute away because there's so much I want to do and so much she want to do, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, but if you keep your shoes on, you'll never lose yourself. That's what I'm saying.
the shoes on part is killing me. That shit's funny as hell.
Oh, man.
Keep your shoes on, brother. Don't ever take them off. You'll win that way. Trust me.
Like porno, keep your Chucks on or keep your Timbs on. Fuck.
Exactly, brother. And a do-rag too.
And the dude.
For real. Keep the car keys close by. You never know, bro.
And whatever you do, flush that condom down the toilet.
Flush it down. Don't even flush it down the toilet. Go outside, walk about 4 blocks, put it in a trash bag, and then throw it in the dumpster.
Hey, make sure you
And
make a
light
live
on
video
fire.
after you throwing it in the trash and be like, oh.
Oh man,
I'm telling you, bro. You're winning.
man.
Every single man is winning.
crazy.
You're not. How are you losing? The moment you
Well-
decide to share 50% of everything you make, share your space, I feel like I'm giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause I've been there. I've been down that marriage road. The day I got married, I was like, something don't feel right. This ain't me. This ain't me, bro.
Oh, shit.
This ain't me, bro. Like, because now you got to.
He was putting on the ring, and he was like, "Son, don't feel right."
Yeah.
I'm putting.
He's like, I didn't spend some money on this damn thing. What the hell?
We have logical thinking. They go based on feelings. So now you have to share your thoughts with them with their emotional ways, and it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's just. Not
So
for
what
me.
you're telling me is when you heard that death do us part, you were like, "That seems like
I
a
thought I
very
died.
long time."
No, I thought I died that day. I lost myself.
Oh
that day.
man,
That
It's
day.
that battlefield right there.
But the day I
Yeah.
left, The day I left, I was like, wow, I felt reborn. I felt like a Christian again.
Oh no, not like a Christian again.
Yes.
Wait,
Somebody
like-
who's
slapping
shooting
to
in the
death.
background? Charles, who you shooting right now, Mr. Officer?
Y'all
Somebody in class back there.
Oh man, but yeah, man, it's crazy. But this speaks to what the article I referenced before that said financially unattractive men or economically unattractive men are leading to a downturn in marriage, and that speaks exactly to that point where to many women, maybe not to all literally, but to many women, all you are as a man is a wallet and an overglorified bodyguard.
Yep.
You know, and I really realized that with the one of the last girls I dated. She essentially and you know, I said this to BGS once where she essentially said any man that thinks that he should be loved for just him is on some Disney shit. And
That's
to
crazy.
hear it literally said
That's
she
crazy as
literally
fuck.
said that verbatim. And you know, you always theorize that women might think like that, but to hear her say it to my face, it was still a shock, even though I
When
kind
did
of
they
thought
become so
that.
cold?
That would be a reality slap. Like,
When did
Well,
that become so cold?
You know what? We have to be honest, and I know, like I said this before, we have capitalists in the room, but we have to ask ourselves, what does neoliberal capitalism do to the mind after 40 years? What does it do to social structures and to relationships after 40 years? This is what it sounds like when everybody becomes a number. When everybody becomes what you make a year or what your status is. She sounded like what she should sound like in this system in the 21st century. I was just
Oh,
shocked to hear it,
man.
you know. But she
sounds like a
sounds
man.
like
You know what? I
Yeah.
can agree with that.
pretty
because
much trying to sound logical.
I feel like I brought a lot of love in my day. Had I not been as blessed as I have been in life, these girls wouldn't be stunting me. I mean, I'd be like Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
black,
Like he said,
ugly as
black and
ever.
ugly
However,
as ever. Exactly.
I stay Gucci down to the socks.
Oh, I bought a lot of
You
respect
right.
from women. A lot.
Wait, maybe you rented respect from women. Have you
I
ever thought
rented it.
about that?
Because they belong to the street. You're right. 'Cause
You
I can
see
give
what I'm saying?
I can
You
give you $40 and you
belong
can take a
to
spin too.
You belong to the night.
And you know what's crazy to me? Putting gas in the car, coming to pick you up, paying for our movie, right? Paying for the dinnies we had later, and then you literally telling me any man who thinks that he should be loved for just him is on some Disney shit. And you know, like I remember because I was having this conversation with her, and I was like, you know, half of Americans make $33,000 a year or less, and like
Christ.
half of Americans make $33,000
That's my
a year or
bubblegum and
less.
shoelace budget.
But you know, when you tell women that, you should see, y'all need to start saying that to women to their face so you can see their reaction when they realize, oh shit, I'm probably not gonna get a baller, right?
Like, look, if you ain't have a fat
Yeah,
ass,
she'll probably have a cognitive dissonance moment right there.
Yo, they crack in front of you. You literally see them break in front of you. I'm telling you. And when you say,
Like, that's not what Disney movies told me. Shit.
you see what I'm saying? and not only that, only 1/3 of us make 50 or more. 20% of us make 75 or 80,000 or more. And you want to see women break in front of you? Give them those numbers.
Keep going up in the numbers. I need the percentages. Maybe we got some female listeners.
What numbers? It's all
We
feelings.
already know only 10% of Americans make about 100 or more.
There
So,
we go. We get
you
there.
know.
I need to rent something.
But they can
see what
shoot
I'm
for that
saying?
number because they're high value.
And I think that's another thing that's causing them so much misery, and that's why Kevin Samuels does what he does, where he tries to bring them back to reality. Like, do you know what it? First of all, and that's if you don't going for that's if you're trying to date every man, right? You might get that 1 out of 10. But if you only trying to date black men, then you're looking at 5% of black men that make about 100 or more. It's actually 3% ish. It's more like 3% ish, but let's say 5. Let's give us another 2%. The likeliness that you go ahead.
But you got to realize, like,
Mhm.
believe it or not, a lot of y'all might not know this about Terrell. Terrell, he owns his own business, but he was formerly a lieutenant in the police department.
Salute.
Oh, shout out! I did not know that. That's what's up.
But
Yes, sir.
so you got to
Salute,
understand
brother.
something, which makes the story even more crazy because even though his wife will never meet another man like him again.
Never.
That's the crazy thing you must understand about black females in general. And I'm not even picking on them. I'm just talking facts and reality.
Pick on me.
Mhm.
Pick on
Average
me.
black, he's a pick on. No, I'm just picking on, like, people think I pick on black women. No, I just told them reality. I just showed you over an hour and 15 minutes of reality. These women don't understand that they do not rank anywhere near a Marcus Houston. They do
No.
not rank. Let me tell you how rare it is. Everybody on this panel right now has an easier time making 100K than they do finding a man who makes 100K.
Oh man, I
Mm.
do that laying down. I don't even need to wake up tomorrow to make that.
But
Think
you know
about
what
it.
the thing too is, Charles, though? Because we have sex with them. Has anybody ever seen that heavy set sister that Usher had sex with that claimed that he gave her something, gave her a disease?
Yeah, that was
Nah, I never
questionable.
seen that.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
questionable.
So let's say that's true, because I kind of actually believe her, but let's say that's true. The issue is that Usher piped her, so that gives women the illusion that sex means more than just sex. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it'll be harder for you to pull a
Yes.
Beyonce. It'll be hard as hell for you to pull a Beyonce. The problem is the fact that some of these sisters, because they know a rich man might have sex with them, maybe on the off chance they meet one of these celebrities and get the D, they think that means more than what it actually means.
Bro,
And so in her
pause.
mind,
I could feel it.
she's worth 250 because she piped a dude that was making 250.
Nah.
But
Or
But
just
never,
talk
he
to
would
him.
never
Shit,
marry her
or
though.
you even talk to him.
This is what happened. They confuse love, relationships, and commitment with sex because their womb is connected to their fucking heart, their cerebral cortex,
Exactly.
and it drives. See, look at it this way: men are built differently. Like our biological imperative, and the fact that we have millions of sperm like developing every fucking minute. We can
Every
deal
second.
with, yeah, we could actually mate with women till the day we die. We can
Absolutely.
sleep with women and not be attached. They
Yeah.
cannot sleep with somebody without some type of attachment.
And let's say Charles, they play that attachment with them. As a consequence, you as a woman try and operate like a man, and you say I have sex and I have no attachment. That means your woman's poison, bitch.
Mhm.
Let's break that down that you just said, Chaos. Okay. Number one, women have chemicals in their brain when they sleep with a man. They're supposed to bond with that man.
Exactly.
That's why that's why if you deal with a woman who's a virgin or she doesn't have that many, sexual partners, she's clingy because that's the
Very.
chemicals that's making her very clingy to you. She's bonding to you. She wants
Yes.
to cook for you. She wants to learn every damn thing about you.
Mm-hmm.
Once she gets past the point where she no longer feels the bonding, that means she's broken.
Yep.
Mm.
She's not saying, "Oh, woe is me." No, she's broken. In other words, she can no longer bond. So that means her loyalties which is one of the things that men check up on when it comes to women, are going to be faulty towards that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. We just dropping some signs on young fellas that will listen to the stream. Don't mind us.
Kick that science all day, bro.
See, when you get into these situations, where it's like male female relationships, a lot of them will number one say to you, "Well, I can't get attached to somebody." When a female says she can't get attached, that means she been put through the football team, the basketball team, the wrestling team.
Shit.
But
It's like,
Charles, I just want to cut you off for a second, bro. These are very good telltale signs to a lot of fellas. So if they're not honest with the body count, you have to worry about it. They're telling each other all the time. Listen to the message. Follow the logic here. As a woman, you're supposed to bond after you get that fuck and nut go in you.
think about it. You just had a chick on my Facebook page just tell you she doesn't need to follow a man's leadership.
Oh shit, I need to check that out.
Bro, don't worry,
Think
bro.
about
Just
it.
check the broadcast. So this is gonna make a long broadcast. When we finish very soon, you get to watch the replay.
Watch
Definitely.
But
it.
you know
Like
what's interesting about that comment, Charles? It's not okay. So you can't look at that comment just by her saying she doesn't have to follow a man's lead. It's the implications. What she's really saying is, I'm going to be contentious and adversarial with you every
Yeah,
step of the way. That's what she's
yeah.
really saying.
Mhm.
Right.
she's willing to be a bitch to get her way than to actually. She wants to be a bitch. She
Nothing's
wants
ever
to
gonna
be.
work out for her if you
She's
have
willing to say
talent.
that.
She's willing to be the queen of hell than to be the servant of heaven.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Well,
easier
she
that
thinks
way.
hell is heaven,
Yeah.
so
It's easier to be confrontational instead of go along with it. It's uncomfortable for
right.
them. She's never seen it. The mother probably
Mm,
never had a man. The grandmother never probably had a man that she
mm,
saw them with. You only could show what you know. You only know what you show. You only show what you know. If you don't know
right.
nothing, then you gonna show nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly right. This is exactly. But you know what? Some of these. So for my age group, I'm gonna be 34. Some of the women my age, their parents were married. Their mom was married, but the way they looked at their mom in her marriage, they had contempt. They were like, "I ain't going home cooking nothing for no man after I worked. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that." So
Mm,
some of
Mhm.
them did see their mom still married to their dad, but they had contempt for the role that they saw their mom playing. And another thing, a lot of women are scarred because their older brother got to come home at 10 o'clock and they had to be in the house at 8. They older brother maybe didn't have to wash dishes and they had to wash dishes. There's a lot of girls
okay.
whose parents were still married, but they had contempt for their parents because Junior got to come home at 10 or 11 and they had to be in the house at 8 o'clock. You know,
Yeah.
we have to take those type of things into factor also.
But I can tell you about that shit. Just like quick, like I give
Go
you this.
ahead.
So my my parents are divorced. Like my biological parents are divorced. My dad got remarried when I was about 5. So I grew up with a stepmom. So I grew up with my mom for about the first 15 years of my life. But of course, I was like, I need to be with my dad. I felt that myself. So say about 2008, I came to live in Sacramento with my dad and my stepmom. So discovering myself as a man, just needing that male presence. I was out doing whatever I could. Just like, yeah, if I needed it. Like, girls was giving me attention. Like, as I lost weight, played football, got to know myself a little bit more. I was out. I was like, my dad didn't really give a crap because he's like, he got the bond with his son. He's like, my son's going to do what he needs to. But my stepsisters, my younger stepsister didn't really give too much of a care. She just watched what I did. My older stepsister, she felt like she was the boss per se. So she was the quote unquote protector. But me, I'm like, yo, nah. So I brought girls around, brought them at night. It, it, it became a battle with her, like pretty much battle with the big sister. And I'm like, man, battle with the female pretty much. Like she felt like she was a matriarch. And I'm kind of dealing with it now, still with my family, myself, but I know how to put it in check. Thanks to panels like this, I learned myself a little bit more. So, you know, it, it's still ongoing.
I'm
It's ongoing lesson, but I've learned how to
telling
deal
you,
with it.
man. You're not the only one going through that. There's a, you'll be surprised, like talking, and I remember saying this to my mom one night we went to one of my girl cousins, her graduation. This was over a decade ago. And I was
Hmm.
having this conversation with my mom in the car with my younger sister. And I was like, Mom, you don't understand how much the girls of my generation resent y'all because they felt like y'all were soft and pushovers for our
Hmm.
dads, and they
Right.
resent. That's why when they get with men, they talk to us crazy. They don't want to listen to nothing because yeah,
Nothing.
y'all stayed married for 30 something, 40 something, 50 years.
Yeah.
But so you think you set a good example for your daughters, and maybe you actually did, but they resented
Mhm.
it because of every time you had to clean the toilet seat because dad missed or I missed, right? Or every time or anything like that, right? Or like the fact that like you told her to wash the dishes. Maybe I had to mow, but I only had to mow once every 2 weeks. She had to wash the dishes like, once every couple days, once every 3 days or something like that. And the
Bruh,
anger and the resentment that builds from that, it lasts a lifetime, literally.
it does. And I tell you this though, it's funny though, because I don't know if my older stepsister remembers this, but I think I might have been 22, but out of nowhere, because of how she's acting towards men, she doesn't remember asking me like if I had any male friends myself that she knew that wanted to date. It kind of took me by surprise at the time. She's like, "Hey," and I watched her
No,
growing up.
it's desperation. It's
She had a
desperation.
She. Oh, go ahead, bro.
It's desperation. If she asking Mills, if you have friends that's interested in dating, she's looking for something, and
Oh,
she.
definitely. I mean, even though
And,
this is like 8 years
and
later, right
see,
now, how I look at her. Yeah.
one thing we have to understand with a lot of women, depending on the age, if they had to ask a brother or family of anybody's interested, that tells me she doesn't have the ability to attract a mate. So she
No.
must be below that 5 or 4 range in looks and stuff, or body wise, because
Right.
you to ask you as a brother is somebody is single and stuff, and they look for someone that tells you you don't fit the criteria for a man to even look and approach you. Period.
Exactly. And brother Chaos, yes, I get it now. Because even today, like I have my own family, like I got my girl, my 2 kids, and I still see her right now struggling. Like in this COVID world, how she talks, I'm like, what I've learned, I'm like, man, you need to shape up. I'm like, you need to lose weight. I don't care what you say. Like, she can dress like sort of feminine, but she dresses like a dude most of the time. So I'm
You
like,
know, to be honest with you,
bro,
brother, I think this COVID thing will be a good lesson to a lot of women, because
it
if they're
definitely
not thinking now that they need a man because of desperation or because of
right.
the situation, it tells me they need to really look at themselves hard in the mirror and really say, why do I think the way I do, and why do I feel now I need a man for this, and really
Exactly.
look real deep and say, maybe because I take the men too much for granted. And
Exactly.
the consequence of that now I need a man because of this, that, third. And be honest with you, most men on today are not gonna look for that as a utility for life for another women. So we
No.
want to start really study men, and it's what men really want, and have to play their damn
You
role.
know,
But
you know
Chaos,
what
what I was. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick. What the brother said about the resentment with his sister, and how she watched the mother have to clean toilets, this and the third. I think it's on both sides, because if you're a male that grew up with a mother that did all these things, whether you had a man in the house or not, and then you're living in today's world and you see how girls keep their own house, how they can't cook or this, that, and third. Your criteria is based off of what you've seen your mother do. And it's very rare that females even live up to that these days.
That's
At least
true
for
too.
me, I resent
Yeah.
that, because I can cook. Of course, I clean.
Mhm.
But I'm an anomaly, though. I'm a single dad of 3 kids. So
You know, something too that we also have to factor is that resentment also obviously carries on into relationships.
Yeah.
But what she doesn't tell you when y'all are dating, and what she doesn't tell you when y'all are married, in the beginning at least, is what she ain't gonna do. Right? And that's a
Right.
long list of stuff that she ain't gonna do and she's not gonna put up with. And we have to be very careful of the trigger points that trigger some of this anger and resentment that you don't know about, right? That you don't know about.
Mhm.
You went into the marriage like the way I see it is, men go into the marriage completely naive about what the hell they just signed up for usually, right? And you really don't know, because I mean, like, we get hypnotized by the body. But something else I wanted to say is that um you know it may not be that his sister was desperate and because she was a 4 or something. There's women that are solid 6s, maybe a 5.5, but their demeanor and their attitude
yes,
is what
yep,
bring them down to the 4 and the 3.
yep.
Because let's be honest, most of us, that's
Exactly.
what we're
Yeah.
going to end up with. Most of us are going to end up with a high ass 4, a 5, a 6, and if you're super lucky, a 7. The 8, 9s, and 10s off of the baller niggas. We ain't even trying to. You might get
No,
lucky and
they're
pipe
for
one.
everybody.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying like marrying them, I would not try to marry no nine. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not trying to marry no nine. If I had the
Yeah.
money, maybe, but on to try to maintain a nine, I wouldn't try to maintain a nine. But there's a six, a five and a half, a six, okay. But if your demeanor ain't shit, then what are you? Especially if you're in your late 30s. Come on, man. You
That's
37,
the biggest
38,
problem is the
39.
demeanor.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Because if you're not open to meeting new people, and every time a guy does show you attention, you snub your nose and make an ugly face, then you're gonna be
Not the
alone.
ugly face.
Yeah, you're gonna. I have an aunt like that. I have an aunt.
Yeah.
She's 58, not ugly at
Mhm,
all. I remember when she
mhm,
was in her 20s, and
mhm.
I've never seen her with a man. She's not gay. I've seen men holler at her, and she cusses them out. She's from New York, so it's
uh,
like, those type of women, they'll cuss you out. So she
But that,
pretty much missed the boat. She's over the hill, down on the ground now. So
and that's sad and scary to me because like the when Kevin Samuels, and I already knew about it, but I never saw the pictures of the people that are dying in their apartments and in their homes in Japan, single as hell,
hmm
and nobody really know you're dead for like a month or so until your
hmm
body starts to smell up everything, right? Stink
Yeah.
up
Hey,
everything.
that's
That's
Japanese
a horrible
culture.
way to die.
That's Japanese culture, fellas. That's how they.
Yeah.
But think about it. You think America could really, if we want to be honest, in regards to black people die or people generally dying alone, this country is not really designed for women to be destitute. And I don't know if
Yeah,
any
Mm.
it's not.
nations
It's
could
not.
deal with women being destitute. Usually, when women are destitute and no systems really give them no extra protection, nothing to really help them in the children, that leaves a lot of women vulnerable to the wolves.
But
Rape,
chaos.
attack.
I was telling people about this like 10 or so years ago. When it was big, when everybody was talking about the herbivore men in Japan and how low their sex rate is and their birth rate is starting to go down the shitter. I was
Yeah.
telling
Mm.
people about that 10 years ago, and everybody was telling me, "Oh, that won't happen in America." I'm like, what makes you think that that can't happen in America? Now you look,
Eh,
they told you one third of millennials, and it was mainly the young men, weren't having sex for a year or longer. They were telling you that they're telling you that our birth rate is going down a cliff. All the things that started happening in Japan about 15 years ago, they're happening now in the West. And people thought it wasn't going to happen, or if at least it would have took 25, 30 years before it happened to us. That shit didn't even take a full 2 decades.
Mm-hmm.
What did people
yeah.
think was going to happen? Like, you live in and I'm not a religious person, but you live in a fucking evil ass system that encourage you to like be by yourself, do your own thing, make money, and then if you can afford a family, because they damn they're trying to price you out of
Yeah.
family. If you can afford a family, then you have one. How can you
I,
Right.
afford
I
a
I
family?
personally blame Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
I think those are symptoms. I think those
I
are
wouldn't disagree
symptoms.
with you.
I think those are symptoms. I see where you're going with that, but I think that there's something larger at play both on men's side and women's side. And Cardi B and the Meg Thee Stallions and even the Little Kims from the '90s and the Foxies and whatnot, and the Nicki Minaj's. I think they're giving you the female perspective for the time, right? And
hmm
I can't necessarily be mad at them because I think they're verbalizing what a lot of black women think, but then I think a lot of other women, if if you date outside your race or like me, like I haven't really dated outside my race, but I have obviously been friends and been around non-black women, and you'll be
hmm
surprised what they're about, that they just have a really nice face, right? Where black women are overt about what they about, these women don't say it, but they about it too, you
Well,
know?
they have their culture to like. They know how to hold themselves around other people. They have something to
Yeah, but
be,
that's
if you say,
almost gone.
strong about.
That shit's almost gone. If you live in America, you got a good two, maybe three generations before it strip you of that culture that you using as a blanket.
Oh, definitely, yes. Because you got all these white women, non-black women acting like Cardi B, pretty much acting like it's the thing to do. Like
You got
you're
three
pretty much like the
generations.
ghetto black woman now.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm not so mad at women and not so much even the music, because yo, I've been listening to hip hop my whole life. I'm 34 years old. I ain't never shot no
hmm
one. I'm never saying I never been on the
Exactly.
block. I never. So if it, your lady could listen to stuff like that possibly and not really be about that life. We understand that. But
Yep.
at the same time, once again, the culture and the economics of this country are pushing us, and not even just this country, in the West in general, are pushing us in a way that's not conducive to family and healthy. It's trying to price you out. So it's almost like the only people that's going to be able to enjoy this type of lifestyle are the top 20%. If you ain't in that top
Yeah,
20%, then you're going to be out here trying to figure things out by yourself almost.
you get the shit end of it. Yeah.
Yeah, at least that's my estimation. I don't know what the rest of the panel thinks.
Nah, I agree with you, brother.
This shit's too crazy, but you guys, I'm gonna have to jump off because I gotta make this phone call.
All
You
right.
know, I gotta check in talking about women. So,
Well, thank you for lending your voice, brother.
right, yeah, man. Charles, I'll holler at you later. Chaos, thank you for letting me talk on your show today.
You're
Again,
welcome.
yeah, man. And I'll holler at y'all the next live.
Holla, Miss Izzy. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Mhm.
I hear somebody got the waterfall in the back.
Oh, that's one of my turtle tanks.
Oh snap, man. Relaxing.
You know, I got a zoo.
Oh shit, it is relaxing, man. Shit, zen environment.
I got 2 more animals I'm adding to the fray tomorrow.
All right. What you adding, brother?
2 dogs,
Okay. What species or what breed?
a Morkie, and I always mess this up. A barball, a mastiff. That's
Master.
an
Okay.
African mastiff.
African man. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Oh yeah, they bred these to fight the lions.
Oh shit. So hyenas, pretty much.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey Charles, how's the air over there?
Fucking busy. Barely
Hey,
listen
I
Get
tell
on
you,
the
the air
air,
over
tell
here in
him.
California is kind of smoky.
Oh, I'm in his radio air.
The radio.
Oh, radio
ass.
air.
It's busy. It's busy as fuck. Like they had a crowd fighting over there.
Shit.
Like this used to be your baby, man.
Well, I'm 10-7. I'm out of service.
He's like, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm out of service, man. If I see a crime, I'm going the opposite direction. Give him a thumbs up. No snitching.
Like, you know, did you like the old Toyota commercials? Like you jump for joy? I'll tell you. Oh my god. I look at this whole scenario of today's show, and it was funny because I was talking to Chaos earlier, and I said, you know what? There's no such thing as a bad opportunity to exploit. We don't like the fact that Marcus Houston picked a better woman than us. We don't like the fact that we're curmudgeonous. What's wrong with us being curmudgeonous bitches?
Then if he married a woman like them, they'd be like, why he got an ugly wife?
Exactly.
Mhm.
They always gonna say something.
And here's the fact of the matter, right? You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't if you're a black man in America.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I've said this shit multiple times. You black man, you by your goddamn self.
Pretty much.
If you find a good woman that's willing to be on your program, then you found a good attribute. Because
Yes.
when you actually find somebody who's on your profile, which happens to be usually, unfortunately, you're gonna have to marry someone who inspires. It's gonna be somebody younger.
You might have to leave the country to find that.
You might.
Possible.
Gone.
You might have to join somebody else's religion. Shit.
You ever been to Dominican Republic?
Oh, we need to go.
I have not.
Oh man, I went over there, and them women, it was like a different world. I thought I died and went to heaven. I mean, they didn't even know like how to use a microwave. They're like, this how y'all cook y'all food? No women cook? I said, we all laughed collectively. Women cook, man. every one of the women I met out there could throw down in the kitchen. Like
As you
seriously.
threw $1 bills in the air. Oh,
No, actually, we actually paid one of the maids to come back and cook. She was fine as hell, though. She was fine as hell, and she came back. She was like, "I can't believe people pay for this." I said, "Yes, yes, we
like,
do."
we'll believe it.
Their
Splash.
whole mentality, their personalities, it's just more. Well, anywhere you go other than America, it's just more of a humble sentiment. Even the stray dogs are more humble than the dogs over there.
Because
You
they
see a
got
stray dog in
culture.
America, you want to run. Over there, they just be like, "What's up, man? I just want some food, water, something."
Culture of appreciation.
Yes, yes. I
What
fell
you
in
mean
love
I
over
need to-
there.
What you mean I need to have appreciation for you? Nigga, you ain't shit.
Oh,
See?
really?
You gotta realize they don't watch TV as much as we do. They don't see
Yeah.
all the images we see. Everybody's not a superstar, you know. Everybody wants to think about America. Everybody want to buy the clothes they see the rappers wear. Every girl wants to twerk like Cardi B, or go to the same surgeon she went to. You know, nobody
Miami.
wants to be their damn self.
No.
He would think her dentist be much more highly paid.
She probably went close to Mexico to get it.
Occur.
Okay.
She had that
Bruh.
tooth one longer than the other. What's going on?
I mean,
Scratch.
she looked like a fucking saber-tooth fucking jaguar or some shit. Up there. Teeth she got, god damn,
Her
shit
teeth look
looks
like the starting line at a relay.
you know,
Shout out to Offset.
shout out to Offset side bitch.
That part.
I'm getting tired of these teeth
and
marks,
let that
damn
be
it.
a lesson. Even Cardi B got cheated on. Even Beyonce got cheated on.
Yes.
As
Come
my
home to
daddy,
reality.
as my
It's
daddy
that
would say.
mindset.
Even Halle Berry got
Oh,
cheated on.
fuck.
Even Lisa Ray got cheated on. All of my dream women.
Complex.
Got cheated on. Think about it.
Complex.
Think about it. If they actually had something of true value, or actually value things that would make a man great again, you wouldn't see these bitches all upset. They're
No.
mad because they looking at reality. They think they deserve to be in the top 1%,
Mm-hmm.
and they're the regular 95%ers. It's just
Can't
what
tell
it
them that,
is.
though.
I will.
Yeah, of course you will, brother. Speak the truth.
Well, it goes back to the roles. Like nobody wants to play their position.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't have to be the dominant one every room I step in. I know my spot. You know. For instance, in business, I may be the financier, but I'm never the face. So I'd rather be the man next to the man. If I was a mobster, I don't want to be John Gotti. I want to be the underboss. Let his face be on the cameras. Let me be the guy in the background really running shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's my role. But everybody these days, it just seems like they want to be the head. You know how heavy a crown it is to be a black father in America? That's a heavy crown.
You know that as a
can't
young man.
You
Right.
can't take the back seat on that one.
Yeah.
You know,
And
what I'm saying?
I've noticed that it's honestly, like, as I can tell it as a young person myself, it's the social media thing. We've had our heads blown up by the social media thing. Like, man, what you doing on your couch or something? Like, it's our heads blown up. Like, you need to be the head boss. You need to be doing this. Like, yo, we each have positions to play. Like, it's levels to this shit. Like, and I've just learned that recently. Like, I can't be everything as a black man
Right.
here. Like, I got a position to play. Like, if I'm at a certain level, like if I'm the supporting role, I'm gonna play my position, because without that, the head can't have
Exactly.
the head playing position.
And they can't
So,
shine.
They can't shine. I shine when they shine. Like, I
I'm
don't
a
need to.
coordinator. That's my strength. I know how to find out your strength, put you
Right.
where you need to be, and I'm gonna just stand behind you and make sure everything's going the way we need it to go.
Exactly.
I don't need to step on you and take your
Nah.
spot, because then we might not make the same bread. We might be making less.
Nah, and that's one thing I learned from Brother Charles and Cerulean Gray is, like, as men, we learn early on how to play our positions. It's the women that kind of have a struggle with that. We know how to step in line because we get told the truth to our faces pretty much every single day. We deal with rejection.
Uh-huh.
We got to deal with the oppressive system, white supremacy, whatever you want to call it. We get told the truth to our faces, like, nigga,
But-
you gonna play this role.
You know, it's really funny that a lot of women, rather they subconscious want, believe it or not, want to be men. So
Yes.
what men do, a lot of women don't want to hear, is they want to hear the truth from men, because one thing is evident, baby, you don't really want to be a man, because now you have to deal with reality every day. And how you know? Because men that have these kind of like me, Charles, and the other brothers on here, we tell you the truth.
Exactly.
And you gotta look at it. Where did you see me try to make up anything I said? I showed you everything that I said. I showed you everything that they said, and every little delusional word. See, and unlike that, I also show. Unlike a lot of shows, I don't just focus up on the women. I focus up on the dumbass dudes who hold us back as well. You see, the black.
That show will be even longer.
Oh yeah, because you got to remember, you can't blame the women without blaming the simps who allow it.
Yeah.
The reason why, brother, you don't get treated like, think about that. She's married, and she's saying, "I don't need a man's leadership to guide me. My mother and my grandmother." So you're gonna go by the advice of lonely bitches.
Exactly.
See how illogical she made a statement, and that means your marriage is null and void.
That means if you get married, the first thing you're gonna do in less 2 years or maybe a year, you're gonna ask for a divorce. And trust me, I know some women, I'm not gonna name names, are divorced and they beat the criteria.
And it's self-sabotage. That's what it is. When you have that type of mentality, we highlight it. I don't need. So what if her husband would have seen that?
She probably pays his phone bill, so the phone's probably
If you look at the goofy, if you look at the goofy motherfucker, she looked like she went from the special ed classes that she was going. Oh God, don't say that, Charles.
Oh
say
shit.
that, Charles. Don't say that, Charles. She was not special. Oh God, don't.
Hey,
Charles,
we
get
all
the
got
fuck-
tested at least once, okay?
She gets tested. She gets tested more than a blood test. But I mean, I seen urinalysis that are done less random than her tests. But still, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to paint the picture that these women are living vicariously through the simps that allow their behavior. Because if men were a united front with women, if men were a united front, period, you wouldn't have this fucking undeserved attention, this undeserved sense of entitlement. You wouldn't have this offensive nature towards men, because guess what? Their mamas and daughters told them to be strong. No, the only thing she told you to be strong with is strong with them childbearing hips.
I once had a professor put it in perspective when basically what he said was the generations are changing because there's no shame. There's no shame.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a thought. It's okay for men to live off of women. So the roles are reversed. It's no shame at all anymore.
Yeah, so get the bag culture. Like, man, goddamn.
And as far as marriage, like I said, my best advice is if anybody listening ever gets married, make sure you got some married friends, because single friends aren't going to help you through your marriage.
No, man. It's gonna try to go as fast as possible, get you to start thinking differently so you get divorced while they go behind and fuck your man.
That part.
Yeah. They looking.
Hey, look at they say, "Oh, you got a man now? You got something? Oh, I'm a fuck that up."
Be like, oh man, chuck your man to the side and let me get his number. Shit.
Because the age of maturity is even getting greater. Better yet, find an older married couple or hang out at least once a month. Share your problems with those people, not single people, because they have nothing to offer but the club.
Single mentality.
That's it. And maybe a few trips for the fellas to DR, but that's another story.
To the DR.
You won't regret it. You know.
Hey, that's a damn sure, and that's a damn truth, man. Once again, fellas, thank you for joining. It's been
No
another
doubt.
classic. I think we're gonna do another one tomorrow. Oh, I'm definitely gonna do one. I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I'll probably do it earlier so I can enjoy myself when I go to games, look at some big butt chicks, and smoke me some cigars and drink my liquors and hang with my
Sundress.
niggas.
All right.
Take some
Any
pictures.
last thoughts?
Take
before
some
we go?
pictures, nigga.
Oh, take some pictures and see ya.
Peace.
Woo!
All right.
Peace. See y'all tomorrow.